97.1 The Fan LA. Our number, 855-97-LA-FAN. That is 855-975-2326. Derek Fisher, Cody Decker, with you for another 2 hours here in Los Angeles. Hopefully you're listening to us live on 97.1, maybe on the Odyssey app where you can take us on the go. And yes, you can see our beautiful, handsome faces live right now on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. That's at The Fan LA. Take a look at Derek and my very handsome faces. We teased it. We're going to get to it because we're broadcast professionals, Derek. LeBron James, he's got options. What's the best option for him? And more importantly, what's the best option for the Los Angeles Lakers, D-Fish?
Those two things don't always align, but I'll start with the first part of it. Like you said, I think with LeBron, he has options. He's earned the right to have options.
Absolutely.
The first part of it is for LeBron. I think it's, does he want to do all the things that it takes to play at the level he's accustomed to playing at?
Yeah.
Like this offseason. Like, does he still have the fire, the passion, the mindset to the type of work it's going to take to come back at age 42 and do what he just did this past year? Like, he has to actually choose that route. For all intents and purposes, it seems like he's going to choose to continue to play.
That's my read as well. I mean, I just can't. I just don't see a universe where a LeBron James, for better or for worse, whatever your reasoning, whether you're a huge fan or you're one of his massive haters, I don't see a world where LeBron James just goes, yeah, I'm out, see you later, and just doesn't do the retirement. Now, I'm not saying he needs the retirement tour, but I do think the NBA needs that retirement tour.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That is very fair. I just don't know if he wants to do the whole song and dance thing. I mean, sure, does he want to be recognized as, arguably the greatest to ever do it and have everyone kind of give him his flowers? Sure. But I don't think he wants to deal with that before every single game of a whole season.
Yeah, I mean, especially because when we normally see retirement tours, they're not playing at the clip that LeBron's still playing at.
Correct.
Like, he is still, and it was weird watching him in that post-game interview after the season was over. I love LeBron post-game. Whether he's completely on or if he's frustrated, he always gives great sound bites because I think he's a pretty well thought out guy, really handles himself incredibly well when it comes to the media. And I love how especially when he gets into the nuts and bolts and breaking down a game, I absolutely kind of get lost in the sauce and can't get enough of it. But hearing him talk about how, I've never had to be the number 3 ever in my life, it was almost kind of jarring to hear him say that out loud. It was like, we haven't seen that either. Wild.
No, we haven't. And we may never, to be honest. I mean, I think, players are going to play longer in their careers than we've seen in the past. But I don't know if we'll ever see somebody play this long, this well, ever again.
Yeah, it's like those cold takes exposed, not to pick on Colin Cowherd, but famously for the last few weeks, there's a clip of him going around when he was 36, he will not play at this at 40. Well, he's doing it at 42.
Yeah, no.
And it's wild.
He's still getting it done at a super, super high level. So, so I think that's first, that he'll want to play. Then from there, it's only about he wants to just enjoy playing the game, with a free spirit and at peace, but he also wants to win. Mm-hmm. I don't foresee him choosing to play anywhere that makes all of the sacrifice and the discipline it takes to play at this level at 42 that has no chance of winning a championship.
Absolutely. And by the way, the names that are being thrown around, just so everybody's very clear, there's even betting odds, of course, in each one of these things. The Los Angeles Lakers, the incumbent team, is absolutely the team that is favored. They currently have them at a 56+ probability that comes back to the Lakers. The next teams go as such. The Cleveland Cavaliers, of which you and I have discussed already, another homecoming. It would be a third homecoming for LeBron James over in Cleveland. But you and I also discussed there's possibility that Harden is looking to sign a big long-term deal there. If that happens, LeBron James just is not going to Cleveland, correct?
I wouldn't think so. I mean, other than going to Cleveland, I think, yeah, he can take less money and make it work. And maybe he sees a more efficient route to the NBA Finals in Cleveland than he does in LA. But if James Harden signs a multi-year contract extension of astronomical levels, and then you already have Donovan Mitchell there, like you're kind of signing up for the same thing you would be in LA, right? Where like Austin Reaves could possibly get a massive contract extension. Luka's already locked in. And not that LeBron is necessarily the third best player, but just timing-wise, the third most impactful priority, so to speak, in terms of the Lakers thinking about, which they have to, like what does life look like when LeBron does step away? How is our team going to be able to maintain a certain level of success? And so, you know, I don't know. To me, staying in LA makes the most sense,
Completely.
But it's also the hardest thing to probably what he wants the most is to and not that he feels like he has to do it to prove anything. I think he just wants it. Like, he wants to win another championship.
And honestly, if it was you, just in LeBron's shoes, best place for him to possibly win a championship of the options that are available, I have to assume is right here in LA. Even though it's the Western Conference, even though the Spurs ain't going anywhere, and we know the Oklahoma City Thunder ain't going anywhere.
Yes and no. I don't think to him staying in LA in terms of the best chance to win a championship. I don't think that.
Really?
No.
Where is it?
It's in the East.
Specifically just the East in general? Or
Yes.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, it's anybody's game right now.
Because of Oklahoma City and San Antonio, like you can't assume you're going to just get past either of those two teams in the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
It'll happen. Somebody will figure it out. But the way their rosters are constructed, the ages of their best players, both teams are positioned to be really, really good for the next 3 to 5 years. Like one of those two is going to come out of the West, most likely. And so looking at it from that perspective, yeah, getting to the NBA Finals is going to be less arduous in the Eastern Conference. And he's dominated that conference before.
Many times.
So, you know, I'm not rooting for that. I'm not saying that's what should happen. But if you're just looking at it objectively, you know, depending on how much money James Harden signs for, does he fit well next to Harden and Mitchell compared to Luka and Austin? I don't know, because then where does Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, where do they fit in?
Yeah.
If you have LeBron and Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, like you don't have as much of the perimeter shooting that Sam Merrill, Max Strus, some of the other guys on the Cavs, like they stretch the floor differently than if you added LeBron. So to me, the Lakers, when you think about all of it, it makes the most sense. I think he's at peace with himself at a really high level, which is important to him also. And I think that's also why he may choose to just stay here.
Awesome. Guys, 97.1 The Fan, Derek and Decker live with you. Our number 855-97-LA-FAN. That's 855-975-2326. And, of course, we are currently live on YouTube at The Fan LA. Leave us a comment, and if it's a good comment, we'll talk about it. If it's a bad comment, you bet your ass we're going to talk about it. But first, let's go over to the phone lines because they are lighting up. Dax in Hollywood, talk to us. You are on with Derek and Decker.
Hey, I just want to say hey to Cody.
Hey, what's up, Dax?
How are you?
I'm chilling, man. Just another day. Here at 97.1.
Congratulations.
Thanks, dude. It's great to be here, man. Really, and I'm not kidding. Like, Derek, I've told you this, and I haven't actually said it on the air today. This is when I say that this is a legitimate dream job being here on 97.1 FM here in Los Angeles. It's an understatement. This used to be KLSX. I used to listen to Howard Stern in this exact spot. I'm an LA radio just buff. Mark and Brian I grew up on. Kevin and Bean, Big Boy. Like I've always said it. You threw a rock in this town and it hit a radio Hall of Fame show. I am humbled and I'm honored to be in this spot, and especially in the spot next to a guy like Derek Fisher, man. I mean, the guy's got 5 rings, but he doesn't know the joy of having 3 minor league rings. I've always said that, Dax.
I love it.
My man.
Well, I just wanted to say congratulations, and I hope you guys have a long, legendary run.
Me too.
Appreciate you, Dash, man. Thank you for calling in, brother.
Appreciate you a lot. Let's go over to Boring Alex in L.A. Boring Alex, talk to us. You're on with Derek and Decker.
Boring Decker.
What's up,
dude?
What is up, my guy?
Obviously had to give you a call.
As you should. Smart man.
How we doing, man? First
Chilling.
show. Congrats to you and Mr. Fish, dude. Been listening all morning. You guys are killing it.
Thanks, my guy.
Appreciate
We couldn't be happier to be here.
Yeah,
Truly.
man.
Mean that from the bottom of my heart. What are you calling about, Alex?
Hey, man, I want to be the first caller to talk about golf.
Oh,
man.
you're the
Let's
one.
talk about some boring golf. PGA Championship this weekend, baby.
All right, I got to ask you a question because Aaron Rye won, right? Did you have
Yes,
any
he did.
money on Aaron Rye being nearly 300 to 1 to win this tournament?
Let me tell you, I snuck back door into second place of a pool where I had picked Aaron Rye as my Tier 6 golfer, baby.
Look
Let's
at
go.
you. Look at you. What did you know that no one else on planet Earth, including Aaron Rye, knew?
Listen, let me tell you and all the listeners about Aaron Rye right now. Apparently the nicest guy on tour, hardworking guy. He wears 2 golf gloves at the same time while he plays. He also puts iron covers
Oh,
on his
no.
clubs in between shots.
I got to cut you off. Derek, iron covers. Is that a foul? That's a foul.
No, it's not a foul.
Oh, come on. You can't be rocking
I don't-
iron covers.
I don't do it, but
You
it's not
better
a
not.
foul. That's why they make it.
Listen, once you figure out why he did it, it's a good story. He appreciated that he had good clubs that he bought at age 7, and wanted like the good life lesson of treating your things well. And taking
How
care
about
of
stop banging your things all over the place? That's iron covers. Alex,
Hey.
Alex, you're out at golf courses. That's embarrassing. You get paired up with a guy with iron covers. You're taking photos when he's not around. Like, check out this guy.
They might be making a comeback after Aaron Rye. Who knows?
I hope not. God, iron
Who
covers.
knows? Wait, I got a question for you guys though. Fish and Big Deck, you guys get on the course together.
Mm-hmm.
Who's giving who shots?
Okay, that is a fair question. All right. Now, Fish, I am a golfer. I love playing around. I am currently, now I will admit, my handicap went down these last 2 months because I seemingly forgot how to play golf. I am now at an 11.3. I finally got it back together the other day, but I got as high as a 9.4 in my handicap. What's your handicap right now?
I think 13-8.
13-8. Okay, so it would be a pretty evenly matched up game if we go out there. I like this. Okay. Are you a drinker on the golf course?
Sometimes, but the game is still too hard for me to drink and play well.
I cannot drink on a golf course
Yeah,
anymore.
it's tough.
All right. Do you walk or you ride?
Mostly ride, but I'm comfortable walking.
I'm a big walker.
Yeah.
I love it. For me, it's a free 1,000 calories to burn.
So
It's my whole.
you got the push cart?
Do I have a push cart?
Oh,
I got a
freaking-
Cadillac of push carts.
You got a 4x4 with
Oh,
the remote
baby.
control
He's one of those
buttons
guys,
and
D.
all.
Oh,
my
not
God.
one of those guys. How about, you know what? Yeah, you bet your ass I'm one of those guys. I got a seat on it. It's not motorized. It's like a baby carriage that I've basically fashioned into golf club carrying. It's pretty sweet. Get on my level. Eber in Fullerton, home of the Titans. Talk to us. You're on with Derek and Decker.
Of course. My name is Eder. I'm calling from Fullerton, California.
Oh, man.
I think it's super awesome that Los Angeles finally got a dedicated sports station, man.
Right.
I mean, especially so early in the morning. And, first-time listener, first-time caller, as we all are today. But let me tell you right now, the energy you two have, the chemistry, just talking sports, man, it's something I'm really going to look forward to hearing on all my morning commutes. And I really look forward to seeing this station grow and stick around for a very long time. As someone who's just super interested in Los Angeles sports, I think you guys are just the guys that do it in the morning.
My man, Eber. I can't thank you enough. How you listen right now? You listen on 97.1. You're on the Odyssey app. You watching us on Twitter or even YouTube?
you guys went live while I was in the car, but when I clocked into work, I switched over to Odyssey, and I was listening to you guys on my earbud.
That a baby. What about you? You a Fullerton guy? You been into the Titans? You like the baseball school that is down there in Cal State Fullerton?
Amen, brother. That's my alma mater. Graduated 3 years ago.
You know what's funny? I played at UCLA, right? And when I was at UCLA, everyone always thinks USC versus UCLA, right? When I was at UCLA, we had no trouble with USC. They were just nothing to us. Fullerton, had our number. I had 17 games in my college career against Fullerton. I lost 14. 13 by one. By one, Raj!
Yeah, and there's still juggernauts. It's crazy, man. They're still pretty crazy.
It's amazing. Yeah. By the way, Ever, I'm going to need your help in a few weeks because I'm going to be trying to convince everybody in this room, especially D Fish, that the College World Series is the best format of any playoff structure.
Amen, brother. Let's talk.
My man. Can't thank you enough for the call. And by the way, guys, our phone number is 855-97-LA-FAN. We want to hear from you guys all show long. And he's right. Eber nailed it. Like LA is desperately needed something like that. You go to New York, you were there with the Knicks. You hear the WFANs of the world, you hear the Craig Cartons on the air. You go to Chicago, you hear the 670 The Scores of the world. Yet here in LA, we've never really had a dedicated sports broadcasting situation. And it always drove me kind of crazy. Everyone always says, well, it's a commuter town. Not everybody here is from LA. I think that's actually a benefit on why we should have that here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think where people are from necessarily even matters.
Yeah.
I mean, you're covering sports in a sports market that is as dense and populous as any market in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in terms of just the amount of professional sports teams, you just talked about it as well in terms of some big-time college athletics programs that have, histories of success and big followings and interest. And, I think, LA is, because it's so big, I think the national media coverage that so many LA sports teams have gotten over the years, I think it kind of fooled us into thinking that LA sports teams were getting covered. And in reality, not at the level that your local sports, broadcast situations can create, where it really is about, being at home, being able to really connect at a deeper level to listening to folks that are in LA. It's about LA. It's about the LA sports teams. And
it's about our journey as LA Angelinos. You know, we all are in the same traffic together. We're all going to the same games at
Right.
Dodger Stadium. I think Dodger Stadium. I never played for the Dodgers. I played for everybody in the National League West except the Dodgers. My great regret was 2016. I had an offer on the table to be a Dodger. I signed with the Royals. I regret it to this very second. That being said, Dodger Stadium, you get into Dodger Stadium, it is a true epic experience. I mean, with the exception that there's only 4 entrances and exits to get into Chavez Ravine, which I freely admit, bad city planning. Can we maybe fix that? But it's a cathedral. You're at Crypto. You get in there and you see those statues. You feel something. Even SoFi, even though it's brand new still to a lot of us, that is one of the most incredible accomplishment stadiums in this country right now.
Yeah, it's still an experience. When you go to a sporting event here, in SoCal and LA, you feel, the presence of where you are. You're in LA. The design at SoFi is amazing. With almost every seat feels like it's eye level, and you got the indoor-outdoor vibe going. We're excited to.
Big time.
To kick this off, man, and starting it up this morning.
Yeah.
And, let's keep the listeners rolling.
Absolutely.
Let us know where you are. Make sure you tap in with us as much as you possibly can.
That's right. Give us a call, 855-97-LA-FAN. Of course, you can check us out live on YouTube as we currently speak and Twitter as we speak. Leave us a comment. We will definitely get that comment on the air. And what's another thing about the whole LA of it all, people always think about this, because I know this is a Laker town. This is a Dodger town. No question about it. But are we pretending there aren't 13 professional sports teams in Los Angeles greater area? I mean, basketball. You got the Lakers, you got the Clippers, you got the Sparks. You got football, Rams and Chargers. Even though I know only about 11 of you like the Chargers out there, we know. Even San Diego doesn't want them anymore. We get it, but at least we got the Rams, right? You got baseball, you got the Dodgers, and you got the Angels. And by the way, those of you that try to dunk on the Angels, and don't worry, I will do it, plenty. I do want the Angels to be good. I desperately want them to be good. Then you got the Los Angeles FC, Galaxy, Angels FC. You got the Kings. You got the Ducks. You got a cricket team here. And let's not mince words here. I'm a diehard Raider fan. Just right down the street on the 15 freeway is Vegas, and we got the Vegas Raiders, who are very much
Raiders.
You bet your ass, Raiders.
There's Rod.
Here we come, right, Raj?
Oh no, I'm not a Raider fan. I just don't understand when you guys are 2-13 at the bar all week. You got to hear Raiders.
No. This is a hostile work environment. We're not doing that today. No. I understand we won 3 games last year. But we have the 2 weirdest QBs maybe ever birthed that are right there at this team right now. So this is going to be interesting.
But you know what is cute about you guys, Raider fans?
Don't say
you can
cute.
be 2-13.
Don't say cute.
But Derek, they show up to
tough.
the sports bar like this win means everything. This next win, I think it's cute. It's kind of adorable.
Stop saying cute. I'm not going to sit here for this slander because slander is spoken. And I'm not going to sit here and listen to your slander about my Raiders. This year, we're going for it. 5 wins, baby. 5 wins.
Hey. And for those, you said there were 6 Charger fans in the city. Well, 2 of them are in our YouTube chat, so shouts out to you Charger fans.
Oh, you poor things.
Yeah, way to pull up.
What you poor things. Yeah, show up. How about you show up in January, Charger fans?
Hey, if their offensive line is healthy, I believe they will be around in January this season.
Me too, for the first week of January this season.
Division,
I've seen it happen before, like every year. Listen, Raj, it's not that I don't think the Chargers are good. They're very good.
They are good.
Until January comes. I only have 50 years of basis on this. Small sample size, I know.
Derek's favorite team does the same thing in football.
Derek.
Whoa.
Derek, who's your team?
I explained to you guys that is not my favorite team anymore.
That is your favorite team. Don't you abandon your team.
Don't you abandon your team.
I'm not. I have no issues saying I do not.
You can say the team. It's okay.
I am not a fan of the Cowboys the way I used to be.
Okay.
Right? I have my reasons. It's for another show.
Shouts out to the Cowboy fans listening out in Oxnard where they travel.
His name Jerry. Is Jerry the reason you're not a fan
I
of
have
this
my
team?
reasons.
I get it.
We'll talk about that on another show at another time.
I do suck.
But
I do suck a lot.
I don't have a team at this point. I just like
buddy. Us Raider fans, the water's warm.
I feel like the Rams are like.
Of course you like the Rams. Of course they're odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl this year. But that being said, the Rams are absolutely my NFC team. Yeah. I'm allowed to do that. I want to make that abundantly clear. I'm allowed to have an NFC team.
Okay. Are you? I don't know. We got to see if callers like that. Can you have an AFC and NFC team?
Okay, all right.
I mean, you can root for another team, but you can't
I'm dying on this hill.
It can't be your team.
Oh, it can be my NFC team. All right, 855-97 LA fan. Are you allowed to have an AFC and an NFC team, or are you only allowed to have one team? Come on. This is Los Angeles.
If you're a casual fan, sure.
No, you can be diehard on both of these. I firmly believe it. Quick little break, guys. When we come back, we'll discuss. Can you have an AFC and NFC team as your fandom? Derek and Decker right after this.
Bumper to bumper.
That right there, hottest play of the game from Next Gen, the next generation of home comfort. Of course, that right there was Donovan Mitchell with the half-court heave right there on Cleveland Cavaliers radio. And, yep, Cavaliers moving on, taking on the Knicks. And I'll freely admit I'm a little disappointed in that series. Freely admit that. I really wanted Detroit to kind of move on that one, D-Fish. And I'll tell you why I wanted them to move on. It was the Bickerstaff of it all. I love watching even though I doubt he had revenge on his mind first. It was on my mind first.
I just registered what you just like. I'm not even him, and it was.
I felt it
first.
For him.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, they did you dirty, Bickerstaff. I wanted him to get one over, but it was over from Jump Street, man. Like they crushed him. A game 7 like that to be a 30-point rout, I hate to see it.
Yeah, no, the psychology of, sports and how you turn the page it's elusive. That for them to get into the headspace that they got into to go into Cleveland and dominate the game 6 the way they did to extend the series and bring it back to Detroit for game 7 was impressive. But then it shows you why sports is sports. I mean, they just couldn't figure out how to get off to a good enough start to give themselves a chance to win that game yesterday. It was tough to watch for a home team, especially. And then, like you said, I mean, J.B. Bickerstaff is one of the, great human beings of the NBA.
Yeah.
I think we all want to see him do well. And like you were saying earlier, even like the team that fired you or let you go and
dude,
thinks they can do better, like you definitely want that.
Yeah, dude, that's bulletin board stuff that's just in the back of your mind. I'll remember this, and this is on such a low scale. Like that'll show you how much I felt about this. So I can only imagine what Bickerstaff or somebody like you would feel in a massive game against a team that let you go or moved on. I remember I got let go at the end of spring training by the Milwaukee Brewers, and I was furious. I was furious with how they did it. I was furious how they convinced me to go play for them because they talked me out of signing back with the Red Sox, which I really wanted to do. And they didn't even give me a chance to be on the team. I was furious, and I immediately signed with the Mets, and I ended up being stuck in AAA with the Mets all season. No problem. I kind of knew my lot in life at that point. But every time we played against that Brewers AAA team, I made sure they never forgot every time I played against them. I played dirty. I played loud. I homered every single time. I had a 10-minute tea party at home plate, pimp job home runs every time I did it. I wanted them to know I was angry.
A 10-minute tea party?
Oh, yeah, you got to let them know. Bat flip, take a seat, just pull out the tea, enjoy myself, and then round the bases slowly.
I'm going to have to go look. Is this on video anywhere?
I'll find it.
Okay,
I'll find
it. Please share.
Dude, come on, look at me. You know me. I got no swag. You think I can pimp a home run? Every time I hit a ball that I thought was like way gone, and I did hit a couple of 500-foot home runs. I didn't have it in me. I had negative swag on a baseball field, dude. Yeah. I part of me thinks like, take your time, watch this one. But in the back of my head, I'm just like, what if it hits like a bird or something, and I'm stuck on first base? Then everyone's gonna be really mad at me. So I just took off sprinting, and I looked like an idiot every time I hit a ball.
Right. So you ran your home run bases pretty fast.
It was like I ran a 4.340.
Yeah.
That's just sprinting around that thing. Let's get over to the calls, and that phone number, of course, for talking to us here on 97.1, 855-97-LA-FAN, 855-975-2326. And also you can watch us live on YouTube. Let's go to Quaml and Gardena. Quaml, talk to us. You're on with Derek and Decker.
I wonder what was going on. I wasn't able to hear the feed on the phone, so I didn't know what was happening here. But I gotta give you a nice hello there, because we got young FM Talk in the building. We got the young famous buzzer beater, that saved the day for the Lakers. And Joel Myers was calling about, and the young Sparks coach as well.
The anniversary was just the other day too. Did you celebrate?
Yeah.
I did.
It's crazy.
There's just XYZ happens in this city, and in a time like this, we got to get our joy together. We got to get our civic pride together. our ability to close ranks behind some things together. So anything that adds to that, whether it's how the Dodgers rock, or trying to figure this Laker business out, or how we've gotten a brand new young stud to go right alongside NFL MVP Matthew Stafford together with the Rams, or anything else. All of it is about bringing the Southland together and having us all on the same page. So this station will add to that, and you gentlemen are paramount and tantamount in that as well.
Thank you.
So I need you to know what mission you are on this wonderful station.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more, my guy. I agree with you. This is a unique city, man. This is a city that is really one of a kind. And I know other people like to compare it to the New Yorks or the Chicagos. No, L.A. is very much its own thing. And we have been clamoring for exactly this. Voice of the L.A. fans, my guy. And we also thank you very, very much for the call, Quaml. Looking forward to you calling us back. Of course, the number 855-97-LA-FAN. Let's go to Vic in Woodland Hills. Vic, talk to us. You're on with Derek and Decker.
Hey, Fish and Derek or Decker.
Nailed it every single way.
Hey guys, I have a question. So, Fish, you're just incredible. I've actually met you a few times. You're such a nice guy.
Appreciate that.
Here's a question for you. Sports gambling.
Mm-hmm.
How do these mathematicians get so perfectly to that against the spread number? And also, Fish and both of you, do you guys think that sports are fixed?
Vic, I apologize. We have to get back to that. We will get to your sports gambling conversation because that is actually a very, very, very good question. The reason why we have to get off this call real quick, Vic, and I think you'll agree it's for a good reason. We have a caller calling in. And got to just go ahead and say, when a legend calls in, you take the call. D-Fish, would you like to introduce our lovely phone guest?
He needs no introduction, but once you hear the sultry voice and we start having this conversation, you will know who this man is. So you talking about big time, big names, big game. Yes, indeedy.
Mr. Worthy. Talk to us. Welcome to the show, James Worthy.
Hey, man. Congratulations, Derek, man, on this new beginning. But,
appreciate you, big game. Appreciate you, man.
Nobody deserves it, and really nobody really can do the job. Multi-talented. And it's just great to see you continue to progress, man. It's going to be another great venture for you, my man.
No, I appreciate it, big game. Thank you, man. I started at Spectrum, I think 2018, and I hadn't really spent a lot of time around big game. Obviously, tremendous amount of respect, the career, Laker legend. Obviously, I know who he is, but we had never really spent a lot of time around each other. And so the last 8 years, man, getting to know this man and just be around him, and the nights we're in the studio and we've gotten a chance to golf a little bit, and which Cody and I were talking about. We're going to hit you up, big game. We're going to get out at Mountain Gate.
He hasn't ready to see this drive yet.
But, yeah, James has been so great to me. I knew nothing about the broadcast space, and being a former player that could lean into using your voice and, and sharing with the fans and just, being yourself. And James shows up as himself every day. And so, big game, I appreciate you, man, letting me go for the ride the last 7-8 years. And now I'm tapping into some other things. And you made it look easy, man. I appreciate you, big game.
Well, man, the feeling is mutual, man. You made our workspace a great addition. So here we go with 97.1 The Radio. Let's do it.
Oh, let's go. James Worthy calling into 97.1 The Fan. Hey, big game, James, I got a question for you. I've always wanted to ask you this because it now seems that anyone named James in sports somehow gets the name, if not given to themselves, Big Game James. Do you take umbrage to any time somebody calls himself Big Game James? Because in my book, there's only one, and that's you.
Nah, I don't. You know, it's an honor. You know, it always brings a little bit of tension back to me. You know what I mean? I might be able to grab a few speaking engagements on people just remembering Big Game James. No, I think it's an honor sometimes if somebody's name is James and they refer to it. It was Chick Hearn who really gave me that name. It was born, I think, in 1985. During the playoffs, Chick Hearn said I always increase my performance, and he came up with that. And man, it has stayed for a long time. So no, I don't get too bad.
Big Game, we're gonna keep this quick, man. I know you got some golf to play this morning, man. But a quick question about this Western Conference Finals matchup kicking off tonight. We obviously, wish the Lakers were still playing, but tonight NBA fans will get a treat with the Spurs and Thunder kicking off. And what do you think about this series, man? We talked about it a little earlier. I think the Spurs might get one tonight, but I think the Thunder will still win the series. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, you can't take San Antonio for granted. They are in the midst of baking what Oklahoma has right now. They're still young with Wemby and some of the other cast that they have, whereas Oklahoma, they remind me of, you guys with Kobe and Shaq and, the three-peat and the synergy that you guys had, and, the fact that you defended and you monitored one another. It was much respect. And when that comes onto the basketball court, you're almost unbeatable. But I would not take San Antonio for granted. They've proven that they can, they can play. But to me, Oklahoma reminds me of one of those powerhouses from the 80s, 90s, 2000 when you guys were doing it. They just have it on both ends of the court. They have it every night. They have it every quarter. You might threaten them with, a little flurry, but they seem to have really 12, 13 guys deep that can punish you at any time.
We're talking to James Worthy here on 97.1 The Fan Los Angeles. Derek and Decker with you. James, question for you. Just simply, I know it's going to be that question that's going to be asked nonstop, and of course it's the LeBron James of it all, but and in a different way of looking at it, rather than asking you, where is he going? Do you think that the best decision would be for not just him, but for the Lakers themselves, a reuniting of this couple?
Reuniting of the couple of
LeBron and the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough question and even a tougher answer. Mm-hmm. I do know that before LeBron came here, I remember we were experiencing, not making the playoffs. Mm-hmm. It wasn't consistent to what the Laker history has been. When he came here, things started to change a little bit. We were able to win a little bit. So the last 8 years, I think he's found a home. This is just me personally. I think he's found a home in Los Angeles. His family loves it. If the circumstances are right, meaning if there's a price that he would play for or a role that he would take, if the Lakers are able to, get the players that they want, Austin Reaves in particular, or maybe even seek out in the trade world, I think it would work. But it's just hard to say. I think he would like to finish his career, and I think the way he performed at a 41-year-old man, if he can continue that with a somewhat of a lesser role, because we do know that it's Luka's team to run. So it's just a quick take on the situation before anything happens.
Big Game. Quick question, man. About you watched the PGA Championship over the weekend. Aaron Rai got to the top of the mountain, man. Which that course it was windy out there too. It looked difficult. He wears 2 gloves.
Wild.
And he uses iron covers on his clubs, which they make them obviously, but are you an iron cover guy? I know you don't have 2 gloves, but Iron covers? Question mark.
I heard iron covers were one of the corniest things you can have on your
Thank you.
on your bag.
That's why he's Big Game James. That's why he's Big Game James. Thank you, Mr. Worthy.
I know. He wears 2 gloves. I don't know. It's like people who putt with a glove on. It's like, take that glove off.
Yeah.
It's a real feel.
No doubt.
That's. But you know what, man? When you can back it up,
yep,
man, you can put whatever you want on it.
Exactly.
I guarantee you that iron covers are going to become popular this week. Watch.
Yes.
People are going to go out and get some.
Oh, God, I hope not. God, I hope not. James Worthy, I cannot thank you. You're the first actual person to call into this show, and what an absolute honor to have Big Game James being the first call.
Yes, indeed, man.
The honor is
you.
mine, and continued success.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Guys, we're going to take a quick little break, and when we come back, hey, Roki Sasaki had himself a day. Plus, the sports gambling question that was just asked by Vic. We'll get to that. Also, iron covers. Really? Iron covers? Right here on Derek and Decker. Fan LA. It's Derek and Decker here with you all day long, all the way to 10 a.m. today. And welcome to the show. We just had James Worthy call in. And if you missed it, you can go back on the Odyssey app and check it out. You don't want to miss it. Get Mr. Worthy's opinion on iron covers. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what this show is all about, Derek Fisher. Listen, we teased it. We got to pay off this tease. Listen, there's a pitcher for the Dodgers that's getting paid quite a bit of money. That is, I would say, of all the people that have been signed by the Los Angeles Dodgers, he's the one that maybe hasn't, quote unquote, lived up to expectations, even though, I mean, the expectations of the Dodgers and anyone that signs with this team is just through the roof. And you want a team that's you can base on vibes a little bit. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's not just that they got the stars. You know, you got the Otanis, you got the Freddie Freemans and the Mookie Betts, guys that we all love. but it's also the role players that play in it. You got the Pejas's of the world, the Kike Hernandez's of the world that show up all the time. And Roki Sasaki, since signing with his team, has had, let's just say, some growing pains as a starting pitcher. However, what he has done in the World Series last year, coming out of the bullpen as a closer, was phenomenal. I was thinking he was going to end up becoming a closer. He starts the season off still kind of with his same starter struggles that he's been having, but last night, oh my goodness, against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, he had himself one hell of a day. 8 strikeouts, 7 innings pitched, only 1 earned run, dropping his ERA to 5.09. Now, it's a bit still up there, but speaking as somebody that has been a pro athlete the way you have, D-Fish, what is it to have like that one game, to get kind of the monkey off your back type of situation where you just go out and dominate? Is this something that you feel that Sasaki can kind of roll together games going forward, or is this a flash in the pan because it was the Angels?
Both.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, I think it can be both. Like maybe because it was the Angels and it's not the most dangerous lineup you're going to see, compared to, the Dodgers face the Padres next.
Oh boy.
That's a different lineup.
Next three games. This is going to be a dogfight down in Southern California.
Yeah, that's a different lineup. And so, yes, is that a part of it? Sure, but confidence and belief in self is still, those two things are still important regardless of who the opponent is. And so, him getting a chance to kind of just feel what it's like to place his pitches where he wants them to be, to strike people out, to get outs, for the team to win. Like it's also a terrible feeling as a pro athlete when you play well but the team loses.
Yeah.
And so some of that also will help, because it's like I thought I went out and did my job well and we still lost.
Oh yeah.
So
did you ever have? But were there ever occasional games? Because I'll admit, there were selfish moments that I had during my playing career where we would lose like 6-4, but I had a 3-for-4 game with like 2 doubles and a homer. I'm like, I would go in the dugout, pour myself a drink in my locker, and be like, "Yeah, I did my part. It's kind of on you guys."
Yeah,
checking the numbers, I did it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think I really, honestly, winning was such an elixir for me that. There were nights where it was, if I had great numbers but we lost, like that hurt my stomach more than me having great numbers and us.
Which one
losing.
sticks with you? Because I'll admit, you do make a point. Like, as much as I had some success in my playing career, right, and the great memories that I do have in them, I remember the bad things way faster. Then I remember the losses that stick with me way more than any of the victories.
Yeah, I mean that's the brain wiring though.
Yeah.
That comes from all of the repetition and learning how to master or at least attempt to master a particular skill or aspect of playing your sport. And so then you become conditioned that you can do this really well most of the time.
Yeah.
And so then your system is almost in shock, if you're having experiences that are negative, because you know how to do this. And so it's kind of confusing to have a night where you just don't do it well. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why it sticks with you for longer. But yeah, Sasaki, I think all the confidence he can get in these situations, regardless of who the opponent is, it's better for him. It's better for the Dodgers. Nights where they can win games, or afternoons they can win games when he's on the mound. That's just better for the team long term, because they're going to need a performance from him in the postseason that keeps the season alive. Mm-hmm. That gives them a chance to win that 3rd title that they're chasing this year. And so you build those habits and that mindset during the regular season as much as you can. And it was good to see him have a good day out.
Yeah, and by the way, the Dodgers are taking on the San Diego Padres tonight. It's Yamamoto taking on King. Hell of a matchup down in San Diego. Listen, I know on paper the Dodgers are the best team in baseball. And by the way, I'll even go a step further. It's borderline not close. But there are teams in the National League, specifically the National League, that I do think are very worrisome. I think the Arizona Diamondbacks are a team that's going to be a problem as the season goes forward. I think that the Cubs are a really well put together and well-oiled machine. The Milwaukee Brewers are a team that constantly figures it out and keeps getting wins. And the Atlanta Braves are playing at a clip that's kind of scary at the moment, especially without Ronald Acuna Jr. at the moment. But this San Diego Padre team, LA fans, those of you driving around the 405 or the 101 or the 90, whatever you're on right now, I cannot stress this enough. Those Padre fans hate you. They hate you so much. And the reason they hate you so much is how little you've paid attention to them over the past 3 decades. I know we always think here in LA, oh, we got to beat those Giants. Those Padres are real good, and they are real angry that they have been the little brother of this division pretty much since their inception.
I mean, yeah, but that's
their lot in line.
Yeah, that's on them.
Hey, I know. I played for them. I knew what it was like. I made my major league debut, my only major league start was at Dodger Stadium, playing as a Padre. Things were said to me that I wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat. I'm like, oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. Look, that guy said to me that one time.
The Padres, I mean, they are talented.
They are.
And the one thing about, sports, especially pro sports, is like when you're playing against, teams like the Dodgers, like they're kind of, some people will say, like, oh, yeah, we're not afraid of them, or, oh, yeah, that's the big brother, we're the little brother, etc. Like, the Padres actually have the requisite amount of confidence and swagger. And
stars.
And star power, and, like, they don't really flinch when they play the Dodgers.
Yeah, they just picked up, by the way, L.A. native Lucas Giolito, and he made his Padre debut yesterday. Absolutely dominated. So, listen, the Padres are going to be good. They have Walker Buehler, former Dodger great, is down there right now. They still have Manny Machado. Fernando Tatis Jr. isn't even doing anything right now, and they're playing at the level of the Dodgers. So I'm looking really forward to this series. I still think the Dodgers are the better team, but I'm just looking forward to some good baseball.
Agreed. I think the Dodgers are definitely, they are the better team, but the Padres are. I mean, this is OKC San Antonio right here.
Oh yeah.
Like just two teams with depth and talent and skill, and yeah, maybe one is better than the other, but like we won't be shocked if the other team wins.
Absolutely.
Like, it comes with the competition.
Won't be at all. Won't be at all. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick little break, and coming up, listen, we got Major League Baseball to talk about. We got Western Conference Finals to talk about. We got where is LeBron going to talk about. And I have a feeling that's going to be a topic of discussion for weeks upon weeks to come. Guys, it's Derek and Decker for one more hour of your time, and we got lots to do. Your calls, 855-97-LA-FAN. Give us a call, why don't you?
Derek and Decker on 97.1 The Fan.
855-97 LA Fan. That is 855-975-2326. Derek and Decker with you guys here. Derek Fisher, Cody Decker, and all of you. And hey, those of you that are just joining us now in the 9 o'clock hour, maybe you're getting ready to get out of your car. Guess what? You can take Derek and Decker on the go with you on the Odyssey app, and you can look at our very handsome faces live right now on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch at The Fan LA. And of course, those chats are going off as we speak. A lot of good comments, a lot of positive comments. A lot of people are very happy that we are here in Los Angeles, California, doing this channel. I can't stress enough, as a guy that grew up in Santa Monica, California, Derek, this channel is just a full-on dream come true. And I mean that in a lot of different ways. I mean that in growing up in LA radio and what it has always been to me personally, and more importantly than that, LA has needed a sports channel like The Fan, and I'm thrilled that we're being a part of that.
You're one of the few 100% Angelinos
That is true. Born and raised, baby.
I know a couple others, but
hold on. Let's go through the list.
It's a short number.
Born and raised Santa Monica, California. Went to Samo High, went to UCLA. I have a banner over there at Jackie Robinson Stadium. That's right, I fooled them. Then I played for the Padres for a little bit, but that's not important here in Los Angeles. It's you. We can't control who falls in love with you, right, Derek?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Yeah, no, man. This is really cool. Like I mean, I've basically lived in LA most, if not my entire adult life. And so just radio in general to start, like, is huge in LA. Mm-hmm. Some of the just biggest personalities, in the world were radio voices, here in SoCal and in LA. And so, and then when you slide over, to the sports side of the conversation, like to have just a dedicated space where you're talking sports in LA, for LA, long overdue.
It's special.
Glad we broke the seal.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's keep it going.
And it's not lost on me, and just not only the opportunity, but the responsibility that this spot has, man. It's the first of its kind here in LA. I'm honored and privileged to be a part of it, and I'm really excited to have all of you a part of the ride. And of course, the phone number 855-97 LA Fan. We definitely want to hear from you. But Derek, there was one question that was posted on here in here that it actually caught my eye, and I don't know why of all the things that have been said, this caught my eye. Because D Fish, you're a 5-time NBA champion. You're a former head coach in the NBA. You're a former general manager. And you're the former head of the NBA PA. Like, you have such a wide scope of things that you have been at the helm of. And lately you've been coaching a lot of high school basketball. Yeah. What has that been like when it comes to just seeing how the youth movements have kind of changed over the years, seeing how much younger it's seemingly the leagues are getting, and out here in Southern California, let's not mince words here. Basketball, high school basketball is massive business here.
Yeah, I mean, high school basketball has evolved tremendously. I mean, it's not what it was like when we were in high school, where it's just about it. It's inclusive of, but it's not just about, the experience and, everyone getting a chance. And it's become a very, very competitive landscape, similar to higher level sports. It's like college now, where you're not, UCLA sports is not just there just to be there.
Oh, yeah. No. First to 100 championship.
Yes.
When I was there, we were going after that 100th championship, and they were not quiet about it. UCLA has such pride in their championship culture, not unlike USC, by the way, right down the street. USC is probably even bigger business than UCLA, but UCLA's got more of the championships.
Yeah.
Wild, isn't it?
It is wild.
This is just, and I think people always forget, we lost all those football teams for a while. USC was our pro football team for years and years and years. They just were winning those championships. So, listen, it's not lost on me just how few of these jobs exist, and really thrilled that we're both here, and I'm thrilled I'm getting to do it with you, man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. be here in the mornings with you, and then
my guy
coaching high school basketball
Let's
in
go.
the afternoons and evenings.
Just absolutely changing the world of Los Angeles. Hey, what is that phone number? It's 855-97 LA fan. Let's get over to it. Victor in Pomona, talk to us. You're on with Derek and Decker. Victor in Pomona. You're on with Derek and Decker.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Victor?
Yeah, I'm just calling to see this is LA station for real, right?
Yeah.
All LA teams?
All LA teams.
Okay, well, I just want to say that, before I get into the LA teams,
bring it.
I'm a head guy cover, a golfer, okay?
Oh, how dare you. How dare you, sir?
I'm sorry, but let me tell you the story behind it.
Let's hear it.
Just like Aaron Wright. I worked hard for a living. I worked 41 years, and I'm currently retired. And during those 41 years, it was hard to come by money, you know.
Okay.
Make ends meet.
I will. This is an acceptable answer, Victor.
and I tell you, man, I treasure my golf clubs like Aaron Wright treasures his golf clubs. So I have some Ping G430s, and I guard those with my life. I take care of them very good, and I have kept covers on them. And, I don't care what anybody says. To me, it's not corny. It's the value that I value on my clubs, man, that I had to pay a lot of money for.
I know.
And if you guys are golfers, you know how much pings are.
Oh, yes. You went all in on the pings. And I'm hearing your side, but hear me out on this.
Okay.
I'm still going to make fun of you. I appreciate what you're doing,
that's all right.
But I gotta poke fun at you. I can't help it.
That's okay.
My guy.
Okay, I can take it.
I know you can.
And another thing is, too, it's not good to have two NFL teams. You're either one team or no team at all.
But I'm already a Raiders fan. That means I'm no team at all.
Okay. But you know what? I don't even want to go there. But this is an LA team, okay? And I'm proud. You guys are just going to cover my Rams.
We are.
The Chargers will make an obsession because they're in our stadium. But that stadium is Rams' house all day, every day. And, now that the Rams came back home, we were gone for 22 years in St. Louis. But you know what? The fan base is growing back to where it should have been all along. And thanks to our previous owner who ruined our fan base, you know what? I'm not going to say nothing bad about her because she's not here no more. But, I'm thank God that Stan Kroenke moved our Rams back here to L.A. where they belong. And the two best things they did was bring the Rams back home and hire Sean McVay.
Agreed.
Because without that, man, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be nothing. We'd be the laughing stock like we were, but we ain't no more.
That's right.
We're here, and we're going to stay here, and we're here to stay.
I couldn't agree more, Victor. And you're not wrong, dude. Like, the Chargers are just renting space. That's what they're doing. They're renting space. I understand why.
Don't you offend the Charger fans listening on the YouTube stream. Don't you do it.
I'm sorry, all three of you Charger fans on the stream. But it's true. Listen, how about this? It's not that I don't even dislike the Chargers that much, but
it kind of sounds
okay. I do dislike the Chargers a lot, but it's because I still see them as San Diego's team, and they belong in San Diego. I understand the San Diego Chargers. I have never understand the Los Angeles Chargers at any point, unless they call themselves the Los Angeles Chargers of Anaheim or something. I know that's a stupid name. No one would call themselves that, right, D-Fish?
No, I don't think so.
I agree. That's just so stupid, especially if you're not in LA. That's just what I'm saying. That's all. By the way, a caller did call in a few bit ago and asked us about gambling odds because we were talking about how the Rams are currently the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl this year. The question they asked is, how do these odds makers get it so right? Have you done any work in the gambling sphere? Because, sports are so entrenched in sports gambling these days. I mean, it's hard not to, throw out the gambling lines and have that be such a part of the narrative in sports now.
Yeah, no, I haven't, had any experiences, I guess, in terms of the betting platforms or the gambling, or I'm not even familiar with how they get to what they get to and the odds and I see and understand how big of a deal it is and how it's impacting literally every sport almost at every level.
Big time.
It's not a world that I'm very, highly educated and connected to. I want to know more, not because I'm going to get into it but just in terms of like our kids, for example, they're growing up with it and around it, and the apps and the platforms are easily accessible. And so just kind of making sure you have enough of an understanding so I can help those guys, is more so what it's about for me than me trying to understand it so I can use them.
It's funny. The question he asked, Vic, who called in earlier, asking how they get these numbers. One, they're all mathematicians. They're very, very smart. They've been doing this a long time. But you know what was really fun for me in the world of like making bets and like looking at bets and all that? The amount of these math guys that weren't sports guys, because there were prop bets, especially on the baseball side, that was just free money for like 3 years. I was telling everybody about total bases. Total bases is a stat where, a home run is 4 bases, a single is 1 base, a double is 2 bases. So they were setting the lines at like 1.5 total bases, which is what you would set as a hit. You can get it done with one swing. It was just free money, and I was just cleaning up like crazy for years. And listen, it's an interesting part of the sports world. You can't ignore it. You can't deny it. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not illegal.
Nope. Well, it depends on where you're at.
Well, that's true.
That is true. By the way, somebody real quick over here on the Twitter, I'm sorry, the YouTube channel, which by the way, YouTube @TheFanLA. Join us. Let us know your chats. Let us know what you think. Did bring this up, and this is actually true. I just kind of made fun of the Chargers for the whole San Diego aspect of it all. We do forget often that the Clippers were out of San Diego, and it's not exactly like the Clippers are lighting the world on fire in L.A., sadly, when it comes to the narrative.
Yeah, not the narrative, but since like 2012, for a long time, they had done better and were doing better.
There was a time there.
Than the Lakers for a while. And it's kind of, LeBron era kind of tilted it back in favor of the Lakers. But, the Clippers is definitely a LA sports team. Yeah, with a different start. The Lakers started in Minneapolis. It is what it is. The Raiders started. Where did they start, Cody?
Where did the Raiders start?
Yeah.
Which time? They started in Oakland. They came down to L.A., where I was always going to the Coliseum as a young 5-year-old, straight out of Compton down there at the Coliseum. Then, of course, they moved back over to Oakland, and now they're in Vegas, which is basically L.A.
Yeah.
That's what I tell myself every day.
It's L.A. North. East.
By the way, Crystal B over there on Twitter, on YouTube asks, let's not forget about the massive OG Raiders fan base here. You're absolutely right. There is a massive Raiders fan base here. No, stop, Raj. I will not handle that Raiders slander. Just because the Raiders had played the single worst Super Bowl of our entire lifetime, where their former head coach, who they traded to the team that kicked their ass, did it. God, I hate being a Raider fan. But I digress. Our phone number, 855-97-LA-FAN. We want to hear from you guys all day long. And, of course, we're talking a lot about the Lakers, talking a lot about the Western Conference, and, of course, a lot about LeBron James. And what was that, Raj? You put something in my ear, buddy. Oh, well, then, you know what, Raj? I'm going to do that for you. Raj says I need to do a read, everybody, so that's what I am going to do as a professional broadcaster. And here is the thank you read. A big thank you to a few of our early fan partners like Next Gen and DraftKings. We appreciate your support. 855-97-LA-FAN. Getting kind of back over to the entire LeBron of it all, because I know that it's like beating the dead horse over and over and over again, but we can't ignore it. Would you say, of the Laker narratives this offseason, is that the number one conversation, or do you think Austin Reaves is the more impactful conversation?
Ooh. Yeah, the LeBron conversation is probably still the more impactful conversation to have, because he impacts how you do everything when he's part of the plan, and so I don't think you can get around what the best next things are to do, like without knowing, not necessarily where he stands, like that. You won't know that until he tells you where he stands, But if you, as an organization, if they plan to factor him in, then, what you can sign Austin Reaves at, how you're going to build out the rest of the roster, because there are other guys that are free agents on the team.
Yeah.
Like LeBron impacts all of those aspects of it. And so, but the tricky part is that you won't have any control over and necessarily influence that you'll be aware of over his decision making. Like the Lakers will have to just build the team that they think he will want to come back to, and then he'll let them know if he's coming back.
Yeah.
And that's not the place you want to be as an organization, because if you build a team that you think he wants to come back to and he doesn't come back, now you're in a even more difficult spot.
Yikes. So is there a possibility we're going to end up with like an Aaron Rodgers situation where we know LeBron can kind of hold up the Lakers a little bit, but do you see a world where he does that? And the reason why I asked that question is, wouldn't it be best to kind of get his situation kind of figured out as soonly possible so they can build that championship roster around the pieces that they want to build around?
Yeah, in theory, yes. But a player of, his caliber, his influence, like, you have to show me the house you're building is worth me living in.
Okay.
That's how he's going to view it. And all the great ones have. Like, you don't get the value of, like, having them, and then you can go use him to do all of these other things, but ultimately you don't build something that's worthy of him being a part of, and now he's stuck. So he's going to keep the leverage where the Lakers are in a position where they will need to build a team, put a roster together that he feels like can win the Western Conference and go play for a title. If not, then, yeah, he could decide something else.
Jeets on YouTube says, just because I think the Kings are dumb enough to do it, Lakers should trade AR to the Kings for Sabonis. Thoughts?
I don't know if. I mean, trades are a part of the business, so it's not. I'm not hesitating on, like, if Austin Reaves doing a sign and trade. Like, if he wants to do that, and if they get to that point, then that's not what I'm hesitating on. I think what I'm questioning in my mind is, does Sabonis get you over the hump in the Western Conference? And if the answer to that is no, which it could be debatable, Sabonis is an all-star level player, but if it's not going to get you past OKC or past San Antonio, then you don't waste your time doing it.
Yeah, well, I get that. 855-97 LA fan, 855-975-2326. Let's get to the calls. Damon in Orange, talk to us. You're on with Derek and Decker.
What's up, Derek and Decker? Good morning. My name is Damon Jackson. I'm the LA Rams 2025 Fan of the Year.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's go.
I see you.
Yes, sir. I've been a Ram fan since I was 5 years old. Growing up, I lived about 7 minutes away from Angel Stadium. I hate to say this, I'm an Angels and Rams fanatic.
There's
Angels,
nothing
Rams,
wrong with
Lakers. Yeah, there is something wrong with being an Angels fan. I got to wear a paper bag around my house.
No. It's not your fault. It's Artie Moreno's fault.
But it's my fault that I'm a fan, and I believe they're going to win 80 games, 90 games every year.
Oh, you can't do that. You know better than that. You can't be telling yourself that, Damon.
What about this? What about playoffs? Playoffs? That'll never happen.
Nope.
I keep on thinking playoffs, and then I rewind that Allen Iverson saying in my head all the time. I go, what am I doing? I put too much faith in the Angels. My season's already over. I'm ready for football now.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Poor thing. And you know what the worst part is, Damon, I really want your Angels to be good. I just don't think I'm going to live long enough for that.
Me either. Like, think about it. I'm 49. I've been an Angel fan forever. Back when they had, like, Doug DeCinces, all that. Doug DeCinces, Wally World, all that. I'm a fanatic of the Angels and Rams, right?
Bobby Gritch.
7 minutes away. Bobby Gritch. I can tell you Devon White, Dante Bichette. I can tell you the whole squad. Kurt McCaskill. Mike Witt.
Pulling out some
Gus
names.
Collins. I could go on and go on, but they are just a terrible the worst organization in sports is the Angels. How does it feel within the first month of your baseball season, your season's already over? The first month of the season, the first 2 months, your season's over. And now I'm just like, okay, it's over. Now let's get back to Rams football, So, hey, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to listen to you guys, and welcome. Welcome to 97.1. I'm just going to be listening every day.
Thank you.
I work for the United States Postal Service from 4 a.m. till noon, so you're going to get me through my day.
My man.
Appreciate that, DeMond.
Thrilled. And, dude, you can always – if there's any time you're not around 97.1, you can take us on the go on the Odyssey app. Check us out on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at The Fan LA, DeMond. Like, we are thrilled to be here, and we're thrilled that you're joining us, my guy. Let's get over to Bill in Torrance. Bill, talk to us. You're on with Derek and Deck.
OJ is guilty, and you know it.
You're a little late for that one, but all right.
Wow.
I mean, it's a definitive statement to really come in with.
Yeah. Came in hot, feeling strong this morning.
That was a pivot. He said he wanted to talk about Roki and the Dodgers.
No, that makes sense to me in a way, kind of. Is Bill still there? Does he want to talk about Roki? No, we lost Bill. Well, at least he got his OJ thoughts.
No, he lost himself. I went ahead and let Bill go.
Well, it's good. It's good to have a definitive opinion, I'm told, in sports media. So, good on him for that.
He's been holding on to that for a minute.
He hasn't had a sports radio show to call into. It's been 30 years he's been waiting to say that on LA Sports Radio. We're going to take a quick little break. Guys, when we come back, excuse me one sec. Raj is getting mad at me because I keep saying that, so let me rephrase this. Coming up.
See, Derek learning faster than you.
Because Derek's better than me. Coming up, we got a little game we like to play. We like to call this game the Final Out. Right after this.
out.
All right, we're bringing in Hype Man Raj to play a little bit of the final out. Raj, explain the rules of the game.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you a little question. It may or may not have been something we brought up in the show. It could be some pop culture. But you guys go back and forth, ping pong, if you will. And first one, the last man standing, who doesn't make the final out, that's when the game is over.
Okay,
you know
so
what I'm saying?
You're giving us basically a top 10 list. We have to name things in the top 10.
Yeah, this one actually has 12, though. So you ready?
Okay.
So we talked a lot about LeBron James today, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about him. You've heard of him. Well, gentlemen, can you name me the NBA players in the history that have played 20 or more seasons?
Oh, God.
There are 12 of them, so don't be all God to me. You should be able to get some. Go ahead, since you want to be participating. Then
I
go ahead.
don't want to participate.
Go ahead.
I
Give
can't
me
think
somebody.
of 20-year players all.
Of any sport? What was it?
No,
pretty
NBA.
much any sport.
NBA. Geez, we'll be here.
20-year players in the NBA.
Yep.
Okay, Karl Malone.
Karl Malone. Jesus, man.
You're off to a great start, Raj.
Yeah. Let me give you another chance. Since this is, it's a new show, so.
Wait, is Malone not on there? I thought he played 20 years.
Hang on, let me see. 1, 2, 3. No, man. No,
Then let me start over.
Yeah, go ahead.
That was a trial run.
Uh-huh.
I do know Kevin Garnett did it.
Yes, you are right.
Okay.
Kevin Garnett played 21 seasons, 1,400 games. All right, Derek.
Vince Carter.
He just went to number 2 on you. 22 seasons. That's right. Isn't it crazy Vince played that many seasons because he was so high flying earlier, but then he changed his game and just.
Yeah.
Dirk Nowitzki, that's
got
right.
that one. Got it, baby.
21 seasons for Dirk.
I'll admit, I got a little scared. I got a little sweaty on that one. I wasn't positive.
What you got, Derek?
I'm going with the Black Mamba. 20 years in one uniform.
Let me see. Scroll down. 20 years for Kobe. You got that one.
All right, I'm going to go with a guy who played 20 years in every uniform, CP3.
Oh, Chris Paul. Now, did he retire or is he still active?
I believe he officially announced his retirement.
Okay, Chris Paul is on the list.
Right, I'm really running low now.
We're looking for players that have played 20 or more NBA seasons. Of course, we talked a lot of LeBron, and we will be in this offseason.
I got 2, maybe.
Uh-oh.
Robert Parrish.
The Chief! The Chief! He dug with the Chief. That's right. The Chief, Robert Parrish, 21 seasons.
Kyle Lowry played 20 years?
Kyle Lowry. Say it with your chest, man.
I don't feel confident in what I just said.
20 years and counting because he is still active.
Let's go.
Kyle Lowry is on the list. We're looking for players with 20 or more seasons. Ooh,
I'm
slim
out.
pickings here.
I'm out.
What you got, D-Fish?
I'm trying to remember if I'm gonna go with John Stockton.
John Stockton. What was his nickname? Did he have a nickname? The General? Something like that?
He should have had all kind of nicknames.
Yeah, well, that is incorrect. So we have a champion. It is Cody. Cody wins. You got it, Cody.
All right, I should not have won that.
No.
I'll freely admit I should not have won that one.
Some guys you didn't name. Okay, Derek, NBA player, a power forward with the shortest arms you've ever seen in your life.
Kevin Willis.
Kevin Willis, dinosaur arms. He had Marcellus Wiley arms, the dinosaur arms. A gentleman that a teammate of LeBron in Miami.
20 years.
Yep.
In Miami.
Udonis Haslem.
Okay, yeah,
Never would have gotten that.
One of the players with the best handles. The crossover.
Tim Hardaway?
No, but Jamal Crawford. And then
Jamal got 20. Okay.
another Laker you're missing, at least ended his career with the Lakers.
Really?
Yes. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You guys missed that one. Yeah, that's okay.
I was going to say him before Stockton, but I figured out, I knew he was on there. I was just going to go to Stockton.
Has Al Horford not played for 40 years?
Damn near. He's about to be.
It really feels like Al Horford should be on this list.
But, guys, being on the list, we're looking at a breakout list maybe. Roki Sasaki, do you like what you saw? This is what Dodger fans have been waiting for. We got to see some of that last night. Cody, can this continue?
Can it? Yes. And by the way, I even saw the comment on Twitter. There's a guy on Twitter that did not like me saying relatively nice things about Roki Sasaki just now. I would like to quote verbatim. It basically says, calm down on, relax on Sasaki. It was a 4A Angels team. They only have 16 wins, and it's almost June. It's good confidence builder, but I want to see him do this against a quality baseball team. I completely agree with Mike's assessment on that.
That's fair.
This is a guy that has, of all of the names that they brought in, and I'll even slightly pigeonhole it a little bit more. Of all the Japanese names they brought in, you got Yamamoto, who's going to be a perennial Cy Young candidate, provided his health remains. You got Shohei Ohtani, who might end up being the greatest player who's ever donned a baseball field, and if you believe the numbers right now, is absolutely going for that Cy Young. The one name that hasn't kind of fit this for the Los Angeles Dodgers has been Roki Sasaki, except one thing. He did have to pitch out of the bullpen last playoffs, and when he moved to the bullpen, he absolutely killed it. The problem with that is that's a lot of money to pay to a guy that you're only going to get out of the bullpen. So yesterday, I thought a pretty good confidence builder, but man, he still's got a 5 ERA, D-Fish. It's just the guy gets hit, and he gets wild, and once he starts getting wild, he stays wild. He's young, though.
Yeah, very, very young. Still learning your way, especially as a starting pitcher in Major League Baseball. There's, again, much better than I do. That is not an easy transition to make. I also believe, again, just a theory. Part of being on teams is you really, your comfort level, confidence, etc. It also comes from you really knowing your place and where you fit in and exactly how you're valued and that you're actually needed. Athletes like to feel like this team needs me in order to be successful.
Yeah.
And then that kind of, you end up tapping into the best parts of who you are because that's what's required in order to be successful. I would argue for Sasaki, he doesn't always see himself as a guy that has to do well in order for the team to do well.
Yeah.
They can still win World Series titles without him having a less than 1 ERA.
I agree. By the way, that's the other thing that actually goes on my Ohtani point. Earlier we talked about Shohei Ohtani. Of course, if you missed this earlier in the show, you can go back in the Odyssey app and check it out. But my whole thing on Shohei Ohtani is he is not, I personally do not think Shohei Ohtani will be in the MVP race at the end of this season. And the reason I think that is because I don't think he's really going all in on the offensive side. Now, he's going to put up great numbers despite it all. No problem. He's Shohei Ohtani. A bad year for Shohei Ohtani is the greatest year for anybody else practically. But this guy wants that Cy Young hardware. And if there's one thing we've seen from the Dodgers the Dodgers 2 years ago beat the Yankees in the World Series with their AAA pitching staff. Last year, they had injuries galore throughout the season, and they still sleptwalked through the year and had an amazing playoffs, of which winning their second World Series in a row. They don't need Roki to really do all that much throughout the season. They don't need Ohtani to hit this season. They really don't. This team is so stacked to the gills that Ohtani can take some days off and focus on getting himself a Cy Young, because him getting that Cy Young makes him one of one of one of one of one. It's no longer a conversation of who the greatest of all time is anymore. It's Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, if he can pull that off.
It's crazy.
Which seems like he's on his way to doing. I think Sasaki, agreed. It was the Angels. Not the hardest.
I would agree.
Lineup that a young pitcher is going to face.
Good confidence builder, but
cool. Yes. But yeah, man. He's got shadows all over the place. With the Dodgers as well.
Big time.
It's like Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, Ohtani,
it's
Yamamoto.
Hall of Fame galore.
Yeah, and
make no mistakes, that manager, Dave Doc Roberts, that is going to be, he's a Hall of Fame manager. He flat out is. Everyone in LA complained for years that Doc didn't know what he was doing. Doc's been the best manager in baseball from jump. He really has been.
That's a great way of, not just helping his players perform well, but just I don't know. I feel like you can see that he makes it a point for his guys to know that he's just there. Like, he's got their back. He believes in them. He trusts them. You can tell he's having the hard conversations throughout the season. And so he's a big part of why the Dodgers have been so successful, not just the talent on the field. Managing or coaching high talent is harder sometimes than not. It just because you have the most talent doesn't mean you're going to win. Juggling the egos and the expectations and the performance levels, and that's not easy to do. And so I know a lot of people, Phil Jackson, for example, didn't win Coach of the Year a lot in the NBA because people just felt like he had Michael Jordan, so they were supposed to win. And it's not that easy.
Yeah.
It's sometimes harder to win when you have talent at such a high level, because winning requires so much work and attention to detail that sometimes talent can fool you into thinking you can just win off talent. And so, yeah, Dave Roberts is the man for that reason. But yeah, Sasaki, hopefully he can build off of this. There are those opportunities during the season as well. Regardless of who the opponent is, there are certain experiences that you have that become core memory experiences, and your nervous system and your body remembers oh yeah, this is how to do that. Got it. Now I can put that out there more consistently. So hopefully Sasaki, even against better teams, can kind of hold on to some of the things that he put out against the Angels.
You mentioned something earlier, because earlier we were talking about the bright lights of Staples Center and compared to the MSGs of the world. What's your assessment of, as a guy that's been around a lot of cities and played for a lot of different cities, the bright lights of LA? Sasaki came here under a pretty hefty contract. The lights here are quite bright, especially when how great the other two Japanese talents are doing on the team. How much of that do you think is actually playing? My question is, do you think a Roki Sasaki, being the young, talented cat that he is, might be better off in a city like Cincinnati?
Possibly, just due to his wiring, right? Like some athletes, it's not a weakness, but it's a wiring in terms of a particular market, or landscape, media coverage, expectations, pressure. It's not a weakness for those things to impact you or your performance differently than they would if you were in a smaller market with less of that going on. It could just be a part of your makeup due to childhood experiences, due to baseball experiences as a kid, due to a lot of things. And so it's not so much oh man, this guy or this girl is soft or weak or this or that. They can't handle A, B, or C. It's not that. The physical talent is there. But yes, that does play a role. If you go to college, for example, you went to college in L.A.
I did.
Even though you grew up here in L.A., for a lot of athletes, that's the worst place to be.
Absolutely.
is to play college sports.
Believe it or not, it was my goal to play in L.A. in college.
Yeah.
That was a goal.
For a lot of athletes, they need to actually not be in their hometown. They need to be somewhere else. Doesn't mean you're a better or worse baseball player. It just means being somewhere else with less things to worry about or stress over or perceive are things to worry about. It's just different when you play in other places. And LA is one of those places, and in particular Dodgers, Lakers, et cetera, with all of the championship legacy that kind of hangs over all of it. It's different when you put that uniform on.
Yeah.
It just is.
Well, with your makeup, I'm assuming you preferred the bright lights of the big city. Based on the 5 rings you got here, but you did play in other cities. The comparison of the brightness of those lights, what is that like?
For me, it wasn't so much wanting the bright lights. I think for me, it was my wiring is to win. And so the things that came with being in LA and being part of an organization that was about winning and winning championships, that it aligned with my basketball athletic spirit. And so I was less impacted in a sense by the bright lights and the stage and all the things that come with wearing the Lakers uniform, because winning was like the laser focused thing that I tracked all the time.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter where I played. Like my eye, you know, sometimes when you go to the doctor and they're like, okay, just
the eye
finger.
exam,
Don't turn your head, just follow the finger. So for me, winning was the finger.
Nice.
So LA, Oklahoma City, Golden State, Utah, wherever, it's winning that I'm focused on. So then I don't even see I don't see you sitting courtside at the Lakers game. I don't know what album you just released today. Sorry, because I'm thinking about winning.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Well, guys, take a quick little break. 855-97 LA Fan, and of course you can take us anywhere on the go with the Odyssey app, and of course you can watch us live right now on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube at The Fan LA. Derek and Decker are going to take our final break of the day, but coming up, we have a very, very, very rare opportunity.
Cody.
Thank you. I said coming up. I'm getting better. I'm growing. We've all grown. And here's the deal. We have a very rare opportunity ahead of us. We get to introduce the city of Los Angeles, not only to our show, but the mid-morning show. Right after this, joining us for some crosstalk, Brock and Alex coming up next. Welcome back to Derek and Decker here on 97.1 The Fan LA. And I can't believe it, Derek. We've actually done it. We've gone through an entire show. The first one. But you know what we get to do? In the books, my guy. But you know what we get to do? A rare opportunity, because we get to introduce the city of Los Angeles to their new mid-morning sports show.
Let's go!
Brock Vareen,
How about it?
Alex Curry. Brock and Alex coming up next. Guys, how you feeling day one?
Dude, epic. Loved listening to Double D's in the morning, you guys.
Yeah.
You guys absolutely crushed that.
I was having a
it.
good morning listening to you two. You guys crushed it. It was lovely. But in what world is Shrek 2 better than Shrek 1?
In the correct
you have lost
world.
your mind.
In
You
the
have lost
correct
your
world.
mind.
Brock,
You have
you're
lost your mind if
insane
you
with
think
this
Shrek
take.
2 is the better
You're
film.
insane with this take. Insane.
Shrek 1.
Oh, my God.
The beauty of it, the moral of it, was that Shrek is an ogre. He doesn't care how he looks.
That's lovely.
He wants to be himself, and Fiona comes on board.
Of course.
The fact that in Shrek 2, they kind of just redo the same story never sat right with me. Hey, Shrek, take this potion, take this spell from the fairy godmother, and you can become human. That defeats the purpose. He was already comfortable being an ogre.
Brock,
This is what we love to open with right here.
I'm actually
this
really
is our
nauseated.
First conversation together
Alex,
is
I have to
Shrek.
I have to say something to your guy, Brock.
Go for
Brock,
it. Take it.
I get it. You're a handsome guy. You don't know what it's like to grow up ugly and fat like I did. You don't know what it's like to be given an opportunity for the first time in your life.
This is an insane.
Excuse
this
me.
is insane spin.
Excuse me. I am talking. This show's Derek and Decker still. And you don't know what it's like to grow up fat and ugly in Santa Monica, California. And then all of a sudden, just one day you wake up and you're 16 and you're handsome all of a sudden. It's a weird feeling.
This is personal.
I don't
Brock.
know. I'm not saying this is me. I'm just giving.
I don't know.
I'm saying
It
I might have had
sounds
a friend.
Pretty parallel.
Listen, I woke up one day, or a friend of mine woke up one day handsome, and then he had to kind of live with this new life. Not unlike how Shrek had to live with this new life. Great movie, fantastic. You're welcome. Did I convince you?
D-Fish is
I have no
this is what
rebuttal
you're dealing
because
with 4 hours every morning.
Now
His
I'm not
friend?
talking to you. I'm talking to the 16-year-old version of
so
you,
now
and I don't want to bully
so
him. I
now
want to bully
you can't say he's a fat young Cody anymore, can you? Can you?
I feel
That's
like
my
this is
time.
a-
I'm done.
This is a therapy session. This was. It's funny. This was Cody's opportunity to be like, this is my favorite animated film because this is how I feel on the inside. Good for you.
It's my list. I do it how I want to do it.
It makes sense now, though.
List
It
can be
makes
wrong.
sense.
D-Fish,
It makes
D-Fish,
sense.
feel free to let Brock know he's wrong.
D-Fish is on my side. He's on this side of the
I
table.
chose Shrek.
I have a real big
I did
problem
not
how
say
little
Shrek
everyone's
2.
defending me.
I did not say Shrek.
You
2.
guys, I
Shrek.
got to give you a shout out, though, and all the callers that were actually calling in on your show day one.
Mm-hmm.
The fans are here, and they are real for 97.1 The
They
Fan.
want
Like,
it.
I love it so much. Shout out to the fan who was probably waiting, 30 years to call in?
At least 30. He's been waiting since
wanna-
1994. This guy called
so
in.
hard.
And
I
for
laughed
the record,
so hard.
for the record, this guy called in. And it said wants to talk Rams. I'm like, okay, we'll talk Rams.
He did not talk Rams.
He just shows up and all he said was his OJ quip and hung up the phone. And I just go like, listen, I get it. You've been waiting 35 years
He had to get it
for
off,
this
man.
moment to have a sports talk
Had to
station
get
to
it
call
off his
into.
chest.
So I'm
Too
glad he
good.
finally had his moment, D-Fish.
He did.
Just got to roll with the punches, right?
He did, man.
Just got to roll with it.
So what's the plan today, guys? What's any guests, any topics? What's going on?
Dude, come on. Hot topics.
Hot topics.
What are we rolling with? We're rolling with Lakers. We're rolling with Dodgers. Are they so back? Roki looking great. Also got some injuries going on.
So back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But we'll see. This, I think today we'll really find out, is that for real?
Oh,
Are they
dude.
really so back? Because
Dude.
this is the rivalry that
I'm bought in.
we needed in the
Big
NL
time.
West. Like
Yeah,
the
'cause the
Dodgers
Giants
and
aren't-
Padres. Nah,
the Giants
that
aren't
hasn't
it right
been
now.
anything.
They're
That
out
hasn't
there.
been anything.
The Giants
for
are out there
years.
rolling out a college
Since
coach.
their dynasty.
Give him a chance.
I'm trying.
Give
to.
Tony a chance.
It's not going well.
It's not.
It's not going well.
No.
Seems like-
D-Fish.
Yeah.
Yo,
How many guys called you today with this going on? How many
no,
of your
I heard about
people
4.
called you?
I got some messages this morning.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's people listening for
They're
sure.
feeling?
They're rolling with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that's what they're saying. They might just be nice. You know?
You know what? We'll take the niceness
yeah,
on top of it.
yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
Like, you can lie to me all you want. Just, like, tell me nice things.
Well, you guys, I don't know if you heard this.
What?
You guys both can go back on the Odyssey app and listen.
Okay.
But James Worthy might have called it.
Oh, of course I heard that.
And I don't know if I need to tell you this, but that man's got the saltiest, delightfulist tones.
I believe
coming
Derek
out
called
of those
it
vocal cords.
buttery.
Buttery's a great word.
Buttery voice.
Buttery's
smooth.
a great word.
That's
Yeah.
how I, describe the Chardonnay that I want.
Nice.
A nice
Buttery.
A
Buttery.
Nice buttery
Buttery Chard.
Yeah, I love my Chardonnay to be just like
Oh, you're
James
soft.
Worthy's voice. I've always said that. It's a phrase.
What kind of Chardonnay do you want, James?
James.
What do you mean, James?
Big game James.
Give me a
I'm
big
looking.
game James worthy Chardonnay.
That might be how I ask
Start my
for
week.
these days.
I
Yeah.
feel good about it. Let them know. Start a wine company.
No, that was fantastic. You guys were so much fun to watch, and God knows what time you get up in the morning, but the energy is appreciated. By the time I woke up, and I thought I woke up early, I got to say, you know what? I have no complaints because D&D have been up for hours bringing it, and at 6 a.m. sharp, you guys lit it up, man.
I got
fantastic
in here
job.
at 4:30, and I feel fantastic.
I saw that.
I love it. I absolutely. D-Fish, shut up 5 minutes before air, but I was here at 4:30.
You know what? That's what
disrespectful.
champions. No, that's
lie.
what champions get to do.
Just
You
lie.
guys.
This is gonna make up.
You
for
It's just
cannot-
just lie. Both
You
face
have
lie.
5 rings. You can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
You show up
Made up
halfway
a
through the
story.
second segment, man.
No, I would expect nothing less. That is a championship move, D-Fish. Never change.
Oh man.
Keep doing that. It's the first day of the rest of our lives, you
It
guys.
really, really is. So,
Well, congrats, man.
Yeah.
You guys excited? It's gonna be a
Couldn't
great,
be more excited.
Yeah, great show one.
There is no one, and absolutely no one, who has worked in baseball longer than the wonderful Alex Curry, and we are beyond it. I'm bigging you up right now.
Oh, okay.
And
I
I'm
was like,
intentionally
I'm not really
bigging
good.
you up,
I'm not great with,
sitting
that
next
kind of,
to the
attention.
former professional baseball player so
I
that he
was
can
like,
feel away.
Excuse me.
Because I'm still trying to get him back for the Shrek 2 thing that he got me on that I wasn't
all
able to
I
fight
heard
against.
is
I'll take it
Brock
this way.
hates fat young Cody. That's what I heard. That's all
verbatim.
I've heard out of you.
Verbatim.
It's a direct quote. I'm just directly quoting you.
No, I am thrilled to be at the center of entertainment and baseball and basketball and football, and her perspective is fantastic, and I cannot wait for the rest of Los Angeles to realize that.
Absolutely.
It's going to be great.
Well, unlike you guys who all played professionally,
I'm going to stop you right there.
Well, no, college.
She was cold.
Yeah.
Softball, soccer, she was cold, and she does this thing
San Diego State.
where she doesn't want to big herself up because she doesn't like to, but I'm going to do it for
no,
her. She was nice.
I talk to the famous people. I talk about famous people. And it's so fun because it's rare to see athletes who have such a rad, long championship career and experience in the league to be able to after this and want to do this and now talk about sports for 4 hours every day, you guys. This is going to be so sick.
gonna be a
So
blast.
many different perspectives, so many personal experiences. And I think that's what's going to make this different is it's rare to have so many people who were in the game, different parts of the game, in football and basketball and baseball. You were there. You know what it takes. And now you get to talk about it and share that different inside scoop every single day.
To a city
That's
that
so
deserves
rad.
it.
Big time. I
That's
think
so rad.
this city has been clamoring for this forever. I've mentioned multiple times the excitement that's we've seen in the chat, that we've heard the callers call in for, we've seen on social media. Like this really does feel like a new beginning, and not just sports media, but just in radio here in Los Angeles. Like I've not been quiet about this at all.
Yeah.
97.1 is a legacy station
Yeah,
here
it
in
is.
Los Angeles, California. This was sports talk. This was actually just LA talk radio
Yeah.
for a long time, and I listened all day to this station. So having the opportunity to be here with D-Fish and then being able to open it up and bring you guys in right afterwards, I mean, it's to say it's an honor is an understatement upon understatements, man.
It really is.
Yeah, and it's rad too. Like D-Fish, you were just at the combine this weekend.
Which is bad.
Yeah.
Like that's insane. How much young rad talent did we see?
Oh,
Like, is
man.
the future bright? Just give us
Yeah,
that.
no.
Like, we don't have a lot of time, but is
The
the future bright?
The future is definitely bright. So much talent, a lot of depth in this draft, positionally as well. Not just like star power in terms of names at the top with AJ Dabansta and Cameron Boozer and Darius Acuff, Caleb Wilson, but like depth, good young talent.
Is there a name that isn't one of those premier names that are getting talked about that when he does get drafted, you get to say, I saw it early?
I mean, I personally think Caleb Wilson.
Okay.
He'll be top 5.
Sure.
But he might be the best of all of them.
Okay.
So
Love
keep
that.
that note.
Okay.
But Baba Miller from Cincinnati.
Okay.
Really versatile young player, rangy, athletic, can shoot the ball, can
Baba
handle.
Miller, okay.
Yeah, keep an eye out for him. I think he's going to slide up the board.
Love that.
Is the basketball combine like the football combine where like you're out and about with everybody, like doing
Yeah,
dinners,
no, the whole
doing all
world is
that?
there, yes. I mean, I wasn't as much
love
because
that.
I was exhausted from being on the court the whole day. But,
Fair.
but the
fair.
whole world is
Fine.
there. The lobby area,
Yeah.
I can hold
where you
everything.
wanna be.
Who bought the drinks? Did you buy a round, or were there other people there that bought the rounds?
No, I bought the round.
Baby!
That's a championship move.
That's why he's D Fish.
That's a point guard for you.
That's why he's Derek, and that's why I'm Decker. He buys the drinks, and I show up to drink them. And guess what? We're going to do it again tomorrow right here on 97.1 The Fan, guys. That is it for show 1 here for Derek and Decker. And you don't want to go anywhere.
Congratulations,
you want to stay right
guys.
here because Brock and Alex are next. That's it for us. Kick Rock. See you tomorrow.
Shaq era. And obviously we got a little bit of that, the in-between.
We don't talk about those two seasons.
Yeah, the in-between between Kobe and LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're transitioning to the Luka Lakers.
Yes.
So this is kind of the big question we have to figure out this offseason is, are the Lakers building around LeBron's final chapter, or is it Luka's future? And can they do have to choose?
The reason they have to choose is because, as you mentioned, the two teams playing in the Western Conference Finals tonight, San Antonio and Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Not only are they good, not only are they deep, they are young.
Yeah, and athletic.
Both of these cores are going to be there for the foreseeable future. So if you are the Lakers, it's not a situation where it's, okay, OKC's going to have to sell the farm tomorrow. Okay, San Antonio's going to have to rebuild this thing after Wemby gets... No, they can pay all these guys and keep this going forever. So you're not restarting if you're the Lakers, but you are thinking long-term, and short-term does not exist because short-term is not good enough. In an ideal situation, Alex, LeBron is still a Laker. In order to do that, LeBron has to take probably the least amount of money that he has ever played for in his career. He's made plenty of money. He's had all the success in the world, but that is still something that will be a tough hurdle to get over, and LeBron has to ask himself, for my final years, do I want to compete for a championship, whether it be for the Lakers or a few other teams that can make it work with him, or do I want a farewell tour somewhere else, somewhere new, and ride off to the sunset and get $60 million?
Like, could you imagine going to a new team?
It would be disgusting.
Who you don't have any history with, right? And then the whole identity of the team at that point is then surrounded around this farewell tour for one of the greatest players of all time. It just wouldn't. For me personally, doesn't sit right if there isn't a connection to the team. Like, I can see that with the Lakers. I can see that with Cleveland. But is that something that, say, a Cleveland is willing to kind of mess with what they have going on now to bring that back in? And then when you look at the Lakers, you're looking at the 5-year plan here, right? And if you want to get back to that dynasty championship status, it's going to take time to build. That's a 1 to 2 year plan. So that makes you also think, does LeBron want to be a part of something like that might not be a win now situation because he has 1, maybe 2 years left, if he even decides to come back? Because that's the biggest thing too. We heard Rob Pelinka talking about it in the end of the season interview, where they are going to give LeBron the, quote, time he needs with his family. Go and be with your family. Okay, so let's actually play this sound. It's really interesting because I read between the lines when you're listening to a lot of these post-game
with Rob
interviews.
Pelinka, it's always the subtext.
They're playing chess here, you guys. Like, just remember, like, they are playing chess. Let's roll the Rob sound talking about LeBron after the season ended.
At a time, I think in terms of LeBron, we probably haven't seen a player that has honored the game to the extent that he's honored the game. He's given so much to his teammates, to this organization, and the thing we want to do more than anything else is honor him back. And
I'm just going to tell you, he goes on to drop like 4 or 5 honored.
And it was the word of the day.
Honor LeBron James.
Yeah, that's like it was talking a lot. You mentioned this in past tense.
Yes.
And the legacy of LeBron, which he deserves every single conversation and moment that we focus on that because he changed the game. Like, he was the face of the league for decades. He's played more playoff games than anyone playing in the league right now. He is the only current, you guys, we forget about this. He is in the Hall of Fame already for the Redeem team. Like, LeBron James is him. So he deserves all of this. But it's really hard when you're at the end of one of the greats, whether it's an individual player or it's a dynasty. The end is never, it's never pretty.
It's
never
not
pretty.
It's why Barry Sanders' retirement is so unique in that I am the best at what I do, and I'm going to ride off into the sunset being the best at what I do. Whereas mostly great players, you see the fall off at the end of their career. The Jordan Wizard years.
Like who? What?
Exactly.
That happened?
Peyton Manning.
Let's all forget.
Peyton Manning, even winning a Super Bowl there at the end, was a shell of himself, right? Usually you see...
but he got a chip for it.
the decline in ability, and LeBron had one of his most efficient years ever. What we hear from Rob Pelinka is planning for a future that he knows Luka and Reaves are part of. He's curious if LeBron will be part of it. There is no sense of urgency when you hear him talk about LeBron. When he talks about Reaves or Luka, it's we have to make this work. When he talks about LeBron, it's what? Go spend time with your family.
It's no rush.
Take your time.
It's weird because it's
do
almost like
do.
Who's going to make the first move, right? Like, is it going to be LeBron being like, well, I don't know if I... Well, no, we do know because the stories that dropped, let's go back to this. The stories that dropped last week, days after the season ended, you guys, these stories don't come out like on accident.
That story was written in March.
These are planted stories by someone on someone's team. It might not be the main people.
Sure.
They might not know about it, so there's like deniability. But there was a story that dropped on ESPN saying that LeBron James felt like he was being taken for granted. And there was a moment where he became the winningest player in NBA history, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which, you know, Lakers legend, you're on the Lakers. Like this feels like a moment that would be recognized in the locker room post game when JJ's giving his talk and everyone's like talking about everything that happened that was great in the game. And I think it was Rui hit a milestone.
Yes, he did.
Maybe Luka hit a milestone. JJ hit a milestone. And LeBron did, but no one mentioned LeBron's milestone. And then Rob Pelinka comes in the locker room to give the game ball. And you're like, okay, this will be it, right? This will be the moment. Drum roll. He gives the ball to JJ for his 100th win as a Laker, not for LeBron becoming the most winning player of all time. Now, I get it. He's at the point in his career where everything he does is going to be setting a record. But that's up there with one of the big ones, right? So you would think you would get a little recognition, and that's where it makes me think this is a chess move. I don't think, like, again, they are honored that he is there.
Little Game of Thrones
they are
is
honored,
what you're saying.
and anyone would be lucky to have LeBron James on their team is what Rob said, and he's right.
Yeah.
Like, to see what LeBron did, because shortly after that moment, that locker room moment, was when Luka and Austin both got injured playing OKC. And what happened? You had LeBron James.
Get on my back. I'm back to being the feature of this offense, of this defense. I'm running the offense.
At 41
I'm not
years
leaving
old.
the court, even though I was the third option and we were killing it in March. We went 15-2 in the month of March. Our two aces go down, and I'm back in the focal point, and you all come crawling back to me, and I'm running the show. And they get swept by OKC, but without question, that week and a half of seeing him back on top, running the show of the offense for the Houston series, was a reminder that he can tap into it whenever he wants to. And I'm sure he expects a little more credit for humbling himself to be number 3 and then not hesitating to be the first option again and having success with it for the Houston series. And maybe he expected a little more thanks for that on the exit interviews and what has been the media circus so far.
As he should. You're listening to Brock and Alex on 97.1 The Fan. Make sure you're following us on all socials at The Fan LA. You can watch us live on YouTube and Twitch at The Fan LA. And you can call us too. You guys, lines are open. 855-97-LA-FAN. 855-975-2326. We're talking about the Lakers' future. Are they building a future around Luka, or are they building it around the end of LeBron's career, and can they do both? And Brock, what you just mentioned there was his ability to, even though he was the number 3, he finally, like, ego aside, which is you never see from a superstar of that caliber. Okay, ego aside, I will be the number 3. He even said, I've never been a number 3 in my life. Ever. So not just on the basketball court, but like in all aspects of life.
I've never been third place.
Never been in third, ever. This man has been on top since he was in high school.
16 years old, was he on the cover of the magazine? Yeah,
LeBron James. Yeah. No, he is like the king for a reason. And he deserves it. And this was very much old school LeBron. Like, we got a gift, you guys. That Houston series, that first round of the playoffs, like, going into it, the conversation nationally was, oh, Lakers are going to get swept. Like, they don't have their number 1, number 2, and Luka and Austin Reaves. Like, can LeBron do this? No. And you know what LeBron James said? Hold my beer. And he put on a show. And it was such a gift for all us basketball fans, LeBron fans, Laker fans, to be able to watch him just take over a series again and show us why he is who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can do that in the first round, but once they got to OKC,
you got
the
to a
defending
championship
champs,
caliber team. Yeah.
the reigning MVP, now back-to-back MVP, like Lakers got exposed. And there's no way you can compete. Even like at you guys full strength, they couldn't compete during the regular season when they had Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves. So it's hard to look at this situation and be like, how can you not try to bring back a guy who extended your season further than anybody expected after your number one and your number two went down with Luka and Austin. And he's 41 years old.
Right.
And his body was healthy. He was the one that was there. He was the one that when the moment came to, he was able to rise up and be everything that we've always known LeBron James to be.
And yet, the Lakers owe LeBron nothing. I don't see a situation where they need to even factor in what he wants to do, and this is why.
Why?
LeBron comes to the Lakers not just to win championships. It was very clear that he wanted to cement his foot into the world of entertainment. He wanted to make movies and documentaries and TV series, and it just so happened that the Lakers happened to be there. What I mean is LeBron did not want to be a Laker. LeBron wanted to play in Los Angeles and do two things at once because he is great at making his movies and all of that stuff. I feel what it was Lakers fans do not feel the loyalty to LeBron the way that he feels that we should. He has done a ton for the Lakers. What he did for the Lakers image from those 2 years, post-Kobe, pre-him, was fantastic. He brought them back to relevancy, even though they weren't really competing for championships every single year. However, the Lakers, under new ownership, under Mark Walter, he doesn't owe LeBron the favors that Jeannie Buss and the rest of the Buss family probably owed to him. This was a quid pro quo. You come here, we're going to introduce you to anyone you need to meet, everything you need to do. You're going to be on billboards. You're going to be the man. You're going to make Space Jam. You're going to do everything. And most importantly, you're going to play some damn good basketball, right?
Oh, Space Jam.
But the Buss family is not running the show anymore. The people who you feel owe you favors are no longer here. Mark Walter is coming over, and he's willing to spend money. He's willing to spend money, but Mark Walter has no reason to feel the loyalty that the Buss family probably felt.
Well, two things can be true here, right?
Okay.
Because, I think LeBron saw an opportunity of, the Lakers brand. One of the most iconic, if not the most iconic brand in basketball. And he saw an opportunity. They were one of the worst in the league when they were trying to get LeBron over to Lakers. So he's like, okay, between the Lakers brand image, my brand image, I can come over and I can get us back to championship status. And he did.
He did it.
He did.
He did it.
Got him a championship. I don't want to hear any of these bubble Mickey Mouse excuses. A win is a win. So, two things can be true. I think both parties got what they want out of this relationship, right? LeBron James wanted to be in the entertainment world. We got a caller? Okay. Talking Lakers? Let's bring him in. Who do we got? Okay, we got Adam Gordon in Mar Vista right off the top of the show. Adam, how we doing? What do we got?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on the show. So excited to be here.
Yeah, we love it. What's going on?
I have one question for you guys.
Okay.
I'm a longtime Clipper fan, and I absolutely hate the Lakers with a passion.
Fair. That's fine,
Okay, so
Adam.
you're coming in firing right out of the gates.
So I want to come in fire, and my question to you is, do you think LeBron going to the Lakers tainted his legacy?
No.
Okay.
Did it taint his legacy?
I think it's a fair question, though.
I think it elevated his legacy because it showed he could go to another this is his third franchise that he went to and brought a championship to the city. Where the Lakers were at when LeBron came here, they were bottom of the barrel. They were not the Kobe, Shaq, Showtime Lakers. He brought them back to the top of the conversation to win another championship. And it also showed the longevity that LeBron has had in his career. He's 41 years old and still a top 25 player. This season he was. So I think it just added to the greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Where I think our buddy Adam is coming from is when LeBron signed on to the Lakers, like we mentioned, they were not in shambles, but they were close to shambles. They were a bunch of young, fresh out of college kids. We love you, Jordan Clarkson and Kuzma and Lonzo. But they were
the Ball family.
That's
what
were
we were
not
talking
ready.
about, you guys. Wow, flashback. Okay.
They were not ready to compete for anything serious. And if you go back to 2018, the thinking was, well, he's not going to go there to win championships, so is he fine with his legacy being, hey, I'm a super media mogul guy who only won 1 or 2 championships as a Laker? Now, in hindsight, of course we knew that Anthony Davis was going to make his way over, and we knew that LeBron was going to find a way to at least sneak out one. I'm not going to say it hurt his legacy, but in the world of ring culture where all you do is win championships and you're either the GOAT or you're a bum, yeah, sure. LeBron and Laker haters got plenty of fodder from what they feel was a lack of success in the LeBron era. But, Adam, to answer your question in the most succinct way possible, absolutely not. Did not taint his legacy one bit.
Do we still have Adam? Is he still on the line? No? Okay. That was a great question, though.
A lot of things to do in Mar Vista. Adam's a busy man. Tons of things to do out there.
So when you think about it that way, you have to think, is it worth to keep LeBron James for this farewell tour? Or do you think that that would kind of cast a shadow on Luka Doncic now taking over this team? And it's tough because I wouldn't really call it a passing of the torch, because I think LeBron thought this was going to be more of a partnership, and it hasn't really been a partnership. I think a year in, we all kind of looked at each other and we're like, is this going to work? I mean, again, like, not everyone had been healthy over the last year, so we hadn't had a huge sample size of seeing LeBron and Luka and Austin all play together, but it got to a point this season, like once we hit the year mark of the blockbuster trade of the Lakers getting Luka Doncic, of like, I don't know if this is the combo that's going to work. And that's hard when you have 2 big names and superstars like a LeBron James and a Luka Doncic, because that was kind of the flashy future that we thought it was going to work. And to see what LeBron James did to make it work this last season, where he took a back step and let Luka Doncic take the reins, let Austin Reaves be the number 2, someone that he also kind of mentored. We heard Austin talk about it in the beginning, talking about how hard he was on him, to then take a step back and let him be above you. This man, what LeBron James did for the Lakers, you guys, like, you cannot take that for granted. We got so much more to get into on this Lakers topic. We got to take a break here. You're listening to Brock and Alex on 97.1 The Fan. When we come back, are the Dodgers so back, baby? We saw some good, the bad, the weird, and the rad. You're listening to 97.1 The Fan with Brock and Alex.
Are you ready to sell your house now but want to skip the stress of a traditional listing? Wedgwood Homes offers a cash offer solution. Close in as little as 3 days or on your timeline.
The thought of having people coming in daily to walk through and view the house just sounded like a nightmare.
Brad called Wedgwood Homes.
I found Wedgwood Homes to be one of the top-rated companies around.
Wedgwood Homes buys homes as is for cash with no fees, no commissions, no repairs.
Considering all the benefits of not having to show the home along with not having to do repairs, the offer was more than fair.
Wedgwood Homes offers are firm, no strings, no multiple showings, no last-minute changes or canceled contracts, unlike other cash buyers.
The process with Wedgwood Homes was everything that I hoped it would be.
Selling as is, relocating, inherited a home, or just financially stressed? Make your next move with Wedgwood Homes. Call now for a no-obligation all-cash offer. 800-683-2030. Southern California's trusted home buyer for over 40 years. 800-683-2030. 800-683-2030 or wedgwoodhomes.com.
It's RSV season. Is your baby protected? RSV is the #1 cause of hospitalization in all infants. Protect your baby from severe RSV with an immunization.
I think he's having trouble breathing.
A vaccine during pregnancy or preventive antibody is now available. Help prevent RSV before it happens. Learn more by visiting lung.org/RSV.
A dream trip to one of the wonders of the world, brought to you by a different kind of wonder, a light bulb moment in the classroom, made possible by a quick second in the clinic. We're doing the things we enjoy with the people we love, thanks to safe and effective flu and COVID vaccines. Talk with your healthcare provider or pharmacist, get your questions answered, and schedule vaccination for your family today, because there is fun to be had and memories to be made.
And it's really frustrating. You pay your homeowner's insurance every month like clockwork, and one day something goes wrong. Let's say you suffer a house fire or a burst water pipe. You open a claim with your insurance company, and they offer to pay you so little that it doesn't even come close to covering the cost of the... Avner Gatt is a public insurance adjuster who is on your side. You can try to negotiate with your insurance company, but you'll find out really quickly it is not easy. Avner Gatt knows how. He negotiates on your behalf to make sure you're getting the best possible insurance claim payout. His team has got the experience that you need on your side. 5 stars on Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Nobody messes around with Avner Gatt and his team. Give him a call, 818-917-5256. It's 818-917-5256. When you call that number, either Avner or a member of his family is going to answer the phone, 818-917-5256, or go to avnergatt.com today.
As a teacher, I should know the answers, but with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, answers don't come easy. Steroids made my gut feel better, but they brought symptoms and risks of their own. A friend told me about the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and they helped me find a specialist. We talked through the pros and cons and landed on a new treatment. I feel like the guy with answers. Don't wait. Make sure you have the latest info and the best plan for you. Spill your guts. Learn more at spillyourguts.org.
Hey, it's Tina at Children's Dental Fun Zone. When you start ortho, you get a free, fun, colorful tumbler. And the number one thing that kids love the most is that soft, colorful plushie. Ask for details when you make your appointment, where we treat your kids like our own. 877-279-3063. 877-279-3063.
You inherit a classic car or need help selling it? Or do you have a classic car or truck that you need to sell? We will save you the time, hassle, and risk of dealing with the public and strangers coming to your door. We are LA's top buyers of classic cars in the same location for 22 years. Call me now for a free quote, 833 old car, or just Google Dennis Buys Cars. That's 833 old car, or Google Dennis Buys Cars. That's 833 old car.
What's up, LA? Welcome back to Brock and Alex on 97.1 The Fan. I'm Alex Curry here with Brock Vareen. We're so excited to be. I know. Yeah. What is the little like salsa vibes? We're here for all the different kind of music, you guys. I'm kind of a chameleon. It's like you wake up and you're like, what's the vibe today? I'm all about the playlist. I am playing music from the moment I wake up. And it's actually, you guys, it's playing while I sleep. Because I sleep to a peaceful meditation playlist. So my phone is playing music 24/7, except when I'm live here.
I've been told that I'm insane for this, but I'll vouch for it all the time. My playlist is always on shuffle. I just take every song and it's just constantly on shuffle.
Dude, that is my kind of chaos.
Yeah.
I want to be in the car and I want to go from like a
nostalgia.
Like I want to go from like a Pennywise song to like a Miley Cyrus song to a Pepper song in there. Like I want it to be all over the place. That's my vibe. Well, because that's kind of the vibe here in LA. You guys, whether you're listening to us on 97.1, you can listen to us on the Odyssey app, the iHeart app. You watch us live on YouTube and Twitch at The Fan LA. You can also call us. We want you to be a part of the show at 855-97-LA-FAN, 855-975-2326. But we're lucky. We actually have our first guest right now. He's the creator of LA in a Minute. Evan Lovett joining us live. How we doing, Ev? We got him? Maybe? Evan?
Yeah.
Hey,
it's Evan.
There he is. Oh, thank you so much for joining us. How we doing today?
Awesome. How are you guys doing? Welcome. Congratulations. Happy first day of a new era.
I know, right?
Thank you, sir.
First day of the rest of our lives. But it's so fun. Like, we're both born and raised LA, like all different parts. I'm South Bay. We got Brock. What would you say? Like the Valley?
I'm holding down the Valley.
Yeah.
No. Trust me. You know how I do. I do my homework. You got this metro covered. We're talking Manhattan Beach. You go down to San Diego. You're down in. I know your college years.
I know.
You had some time
SoCal,
with the Angels
baby.
in Orange County.
I've been everywhere.
And then Brock, my man. I'm a San Fernando Valley.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, so you guys are same.
Well, he's Santa Clarita, Valencia.
Just north of him.
When I grew up, Valencia was just coming up, and they became a powerhouse right on Brock's watch up there. So Santa Clarita, Valencia, Pride, we are covering all of Los Angeles, just like 97.1 The Fan LA. It's going to be exciting.
My man, Evan.
I love this. So where did your idea come from to do LA in a minute? Because it's great, like, obviously, for all of us that are born and raised here, and we just, like, are obsessed with everything LA. Where did the idea come for you?
Listen, here's the truth.
What?
I've always been an LA nerd. My dad used to be a boxing manager. His gym was down in South LA, so we'd always drive down there. My mom was a hippie, so she always loved the Venice Boardwalk.
Love that.
Of course, being Griffith Park in the middle of the city. So we were always driving everywhere. And just to shout it back to Brock a little bit, my dad's best friend lived in Valencia, so we were covering all kinds of ground. And all I remember growing up is everybody said, LA has no history, LA has no culture. But look around. All I got to say is you got black, white, Latino, Middle Eastern, Japanese, and not just symbolic. We're talking the most Mexican people outside of Mexico, most Salvadorian people outside of El Salvador, most Ugandan people outside of Uganda, most Thai people outside of Thailand, more Filipino people anywhere outside of Filipino, Persians, Armenians. So you're telling me that this place has no history, no culture? I call BS. So when I there you go. So when I started LA in a minute, I'm just like, let's peel back this onion, the different layers of Los Angeles, and show everybody that it's not just about Hollywood and Beverly Hills and the beach, even though all those are an important part of our culture too. So just grew little by little, and now we're trying to cover all of LA and tell all the stories and uplift this city in the narrative.
Here with Evan Lovett, creator of LA in a Minute. Be sure to give him a follow on Instagram. Some fantastic tidbits. If you think you know everything about Los Angeles, you're wrong. Evan always has something you did not know that you needed to know. Evan, like you mentioned, we have something in common. We are both Valley kids. And while LA is a united front, if there is a schism, it's the city versus the Valley. Please do what I always struggle to do and explain to everyone why the Valley is so superior
so basically you're talking
to you
to
city
me?
kids.
Basically you're talking to me
I
right
may
now?
or may not be talking about my co-host. Yes.
This is funny. This is a very true, Brock.
Ooh, Beach Kid, Valley Kid.
Here's the thing, right, is I feel like that's an old trope because now you look at San Fernando Valley, 1.8 million people. The Valley would be the 6th largest city in the United States if it were its own city.
Dang.
So you
Fun
can't
fact.
tell me that's an afterthought. You got the reason. How about this one, Brock? The reason Los Angeles exists in its modern form is because of the San Fernando Valley. If that sounds outlandish, let me tell you this. The LA aqueduct, the water supply that enabled Los Angeles to grow from 100,000 people to the 10 million in the county right now is the LA aqueduct. Well, guess where that comes in? Right in Sylmar, right into the San Fernando Valley. And when the city of Los Angeles annexed the Valley, it doubled the size and exploded the population. And guess what? Going back to the days of the indigenous in Rancho Los Encinos, which was Conga, one of the most sacred places for the indigenous people of California, before there was anybody else here, that was in the Valley. San Fernando Mission, where LA first became the Pueblo, like the first San Gabriel Mission, then the San Fernando Mission. That's in the Valley. There's so much history and so much culture there. And honestly, great food, Ventura Boulevard, Sushi Row, the highest concentration of sushi restaurants anywhere outside of Japan, San Fernando Valley. Best of all, and Brock knows this, It's a place where you can find parking. It's a place where you have sidewalks where you can walk. You raise your family. You have parks. It's L.A., but a little bit more chill. So, listen, I love all of L.A., but heart and soul is absolutely in the 818. But don't sleep on the history and the importance of the Valley. Fact.
Dude,
you hear that, L.A.? Do you appreciate water and food? Thank the Valley.
The laid back chill vibe, that's for sure the beach, you guys. You're also talking to like a beach girl born and raised, Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, shout out South Bay. Like that is like who I am to my core. So here, I feel like you're trying to like convince me, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'd rather take no parking and walk out my door and see the beach every day. I'm chill. That's good. But that's, you know what? That's what makes LA so great, because it doesn't matter. Both are awesome for different people.
I'm going to say one thing in your defense, Alex. This is the truth.
Yeah.
You ask my wife where we're going on date night, and more often than not, listen, Ventura Boulevard is awesome. Studio City is coming up like crazy. But listen, more often than not, when you want to go out and you want to like have a night on the town, like call it what it is, you're definitely going over the hill. And look, you can't beat Miracle Mile for like all these new museums and everything coming up. And there's no beach in the Valley. Let's call it what it is. There's no beach. So listen, and that's what I'm saying. We love all of Los Angeles, and that's what the Fan LA is doing. 97.1, going to unite all of us. Listen, Clippers, Lakers, Angels, Dodgers, Ducks, Kings, Sparks, like you name it, Angel City, LAFC. All of this is LA, and it's USC, UCLA, we got our sides in the rivalry, but when all is said and done, LA has so much pride that it is LA versus everybody, because everybody's always like, beat LA. We never return it back, but you know what? When it comes down to LA, the pride is so strong, whether you're in Palisades or Pomona, whether you're in San Pedro or Sylmar, Wilmington and Woodland Hills. I mean, that's what it's all about, is just a strong, united LA, and that's why we're excited about the Fan 97.1.
I mean,
Fan LA.
Let's be honest. Anyone who hates on LA, it's like, you hate us because you ain't us. Like, we have absolutely everything here. Before we let you go, Evan, I just want to know, because you've covered almost everything there is to cover in LA. What's the most only in LA story that you've covered?
Oh boy, there's so many. Only in LA.
This would only happen. This would only happen in LA.
Listen, this cannot only happen in LA, but it did happen in LA, and it's my favorite LA sports fact.
Hit it. Let's go.
The high five was invented in Los Angeles.
What?
And it wasn't just invented here. It was invented by Dusty Baker on the final day of the 1977 season.
Yes.
He hit his 30th home run of the season, becoming the fourth Dodger player to hit 30 home runs this season. That had never been done. And teammates informed him. He did it on the final day of the season. And when he was crossing home plate, his teammate, a young, excited rookie, Glenn Burke, just didn't know what to do to celebrate. He threw his hand in the air. And Dusty Baker's looking at him, and he's like, I'm going to slap his hand. Boom. High five was born. It was on the cover of the Dodger program the next year. They were in the World Series in 78. It was on the cover of the program in 81 when they won the World Series. But you can look it up. It's a true story. The low five existed before then, but that is the first. And people have tried to disprove it. People have tried to show facts, but that is the first high five, and it happened right here in Los Angeles, in Dodger Stadium. So
the low five was first? That blows my mind. How was the low five
Think about it. If it's in baseball, you're rounding third base. It's like you're running by, you got hand down low. Like I can visually see why that happened. But
Evan, that's
Brock,
awesome.
I'm gonna send you the video. Maybe I'll just repost it. I'm gonna send you the video. LA in a minute. High five, because there's other people like, nope, we invented it. But no, 1977, Dusty Baker and Glenn Burke invented the high five. Absolutely.
Evan, you're the man.
I forgot about that. I actually talked to Dusty Baker about that. I got to interview him and ask him about that. Completely forgot about that moment. How iconic would that be in life to be like, oh, what are you known for? Oh, I invented the high five. Just like one of the most iconic, hello, like, what's up, how you doing moments. Like, that's insane. Evan, we appreciate you so much. Again, you're listening to the creator of LA in a Minute, Evan Lovett. Thank you,
Evan,
for coming on Brock and Alex here on 97.1 The Fan. We're going to take another break here. When we come back now, are the Dodgers so back? Or was it just the Freeway Series? Who knows?
I'm
we'll
already
be right
on
back.
board. Too late.
Okay, you're listening to 97.1 The Fan.
For the longest time, it was hard for me to even get out of the house, much less do a backside 180. That's when I made the call. With my doctor's help, I was diagnosed with anxiety. Now I'm finding better ways to cope. Sure, some days are better than others, but the whole thing about getting out of the house, that's not really an issue anymore. Mental health care works when you make the call.
See what it can do for you at mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
As a teacher, I should know the answers, but with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, answers don't come easy. Steroids made my gut feel better, but they brought symptoms and risks of their own. A friend told me about the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and they helped me find a specialist. We talked through the pros and cons and landed on a new treatment. I feel like the guy with answers again. Don't wait. Make sure you have the latest info and the best plan for you. Spill your guts. Learn more at spillyourguts.org.
Los Angeles doesn't whisper sports. This city breathes sports.
The Dodgers stand tall!
From Dodger Stadium to Crypto to SoFi. To every sports bar, freeway, and beach across Southern California. You, the fan, are the heartbeat of LA sports. Now, the biggest sports city in America has a voice to match. Introducing 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Live and local, every take.
The fact that it is LA, perfect timing.
Every rivalry.
LA comes to Boston and wins the world title.
Every win.
Shohei Ohtani, the 50-50 club.
Every heartbreak.
A game-winning home run.
Every moment. On air.
I just want to plant my flag right here.
He's not going to get the pass Kobe got.
On video.
What matters now? Championship or bust.
And in your feed.
The Los Angeles Rams are world champions.
Welcome to 97.1 The Fan.
The impossible has happened.
The new voice of LA sports. LA sports.
A dream trip to one of the wonders of the world, brought to you by a different kind of wonder, a light bulb moment in the classroom, made possible by a quick second in the clinic. We're doing the things we enjoy, with the people we love, thanks to safe and effective flu and COVID vaccines. Talk with your healthcare provider or pharmacist, get your questions answered, and schedule vaccination for your family today, because there is fun to be had, and memories to be made. This message brought to you by the American Hospital Association.
Mike Simpson here with a story we have heard so many times, and it's really frustrating. You pay your homeowner's insurance every month like clockwork, and one day, something goes wrong. Let's say you suffer a house fire or a burst water pipe. You open a claim with your insurance company, and they offer to pay you so little that it doesn't even come close to covering the cost of the repairs. That's when you call Avner Gatt. Avner Gatt is a public insurance adjuster who is on your side. You can try to negotiate with your insurance company, but you'll find out really quickly, it is not easy. Avner Gatt knows how. He negotiates on your behalf to make sure you're getting the best possible insurance claim payout. His team has got the experience that you need on your side. 5 stars on Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Nobody messes around with Avner Gatt and his team. Give him a call, 818-917-5256. It's 818-917-5256. When you call that number, either Avner or a member of his family is going to answer the phone, 818-917-5256, or go to avnergatt.com today.
The coffee's kicked in and the news is breaking, giving you the local edge. It's Brock and Alex, midday in LA on 97.1 The Fan.
What's up, LA? Welcome to Brock and Alex on 97.1 The Fan. I'm Alex Curry here with Brock Vareen. We are so excited to be hanging out with you every day, 10 a.m. to 2. However you're watching us, listening to us, you can also watch us live on YouTube, Twitch, at The Fan LA. We appreciate you being here. So we kicked off the show talking about what's the Lakers' future looking like? Are they going to invest and plan this team around Luka Doncic in the future? Are we going to accommodate and bring LeBron James into this picture as well? And can they do both, or do they have to pick one or the other? But there's also a big piece that we didn't get to, and that's the number 2, Austin Reaves, right?
Yes.
Because we already know that Luka made it very clear to the front office that he needs and wants Austin Reaves to be a part of this.
Austin
Lakers.
better be on this team next year.
He's a part of this Lakers future. And we're not surprised. If you were watching any of the games, if you were watching any of the post-game interviews, pre-game interviews, these two guys have created such a unique relationship that we've seen on and off the court, almost like this brotherly best friend vibes. I think we were hoping that that's what it was going to be with LeBron and Luka. Clearly not the case
not
at
quite.
all.
Not
we
quite
thought
the
it was
same.
going to be a partnership, and it was like it's not working. Which is why we've seen now LeBron last season, now that it's been a week, the season's over, drop down to that number 3 role, and we have Luka Doncic, Austin Reaves at number 2. A lot of people are feeling a lot of different ways about this because Austin is up for a possible super max contract.
Negotiation, yeah.
And does he deserve that from what we've seen? Because you know what? When things were going great during that Lakers winning stretch during the season, it was good. Things were looking good. But again, that was LeBron taking a step back and moving down to the 3 spot. And Luka and Austin were just vibing. But then they both got hurt in that OKC game, missed the last few games of the season. Obviously, Luka never came back, but Austin came back, not 100%, but he also didn't really make a difference.
Sure.
We did not see, this is hard to say, a max contract situation pick up a team in the playoffs from Austin Reaves.
Across the 2 series, there were 2 games where Austin Reaves undeniably directly led to their victory, and there were some other games where you could argue he directly led to their defeat. The turnover issue, which to his credit was not a problem pre-injury, and you could also argue, hey, you're out of basketball for a month. The pace of the game is faster in the playoffs than it is in the regular season, and he just looked a step behind.
He was.
But I also feel that it's not... Whether you pay Austin Reaves is not about Austin Reaves. It's the fact that the best version that we got of Luka Doncic was when he was 1 and Reaves was 2.
Wait, so you're going to pay a guy a max contract based on what he does for your star player?
Yes. Yes.
Brock.
Because it is Luka's team. When this was LeBron James' team, they drafted his son. So if Luka walks in and says, you can't keep my best friend around?
But his son, how much did he
My
get?
best
Do
buddy?
we know how much Bronny James got? That's not a...
It probably wasn't the
that's
40,
not a
$48.2
max contract
million
situation
that Austin Reaves is
Dude,
up
okay,
for.
we gotta hear from you, LA fans. Remember, you can call us at 855-97-LA-FAN. That's 855-97-2326. And we actually have a caller right now, Dawson in Woodland Hills. What are you feeling about the whole Austin Reaves situation?
No, Brock, please no, Brock. I know you're a handsome man, Brock, but this is not going to work. Brock,
thank you.
I need, they call him Austin Maldives because that's where he is around May. Okay, I don't want to hear it. He is a Honda Civic with LED lights and a spoiler role-playing a Ferrari, Brock. I don't like him. $40 million, that's a contract that would age like sushi in a hot car. I'm not doing it.
No, that
Brock,
was, ew,
we're not
gross.
doing it.
Sushi in a hot car, that was a very vivid
First off,
vivid
Dawson,
thought.
bring in the energy. I love you, man. You can feel free to call in any moment. I have not heard Austin Maldives. I missed that one, but I kind of like it.
No, it's great. So, okay, I understand it's hard. Like we did, again, you get emotional in the playoffs, especially when you have a guy that's on the verge of getting a max contract. And what we got from Austin, again, not a healthy Austin Reaves in the playoffs, and you really have to remember that, was not was not max contract. When you are given the moment that he was given, when the ball is passed to you to tie the game, you have to make the shot. You have to be the hero. That has to be your moment. And I think that's hard because that's what everyone's remembering right now. That is the last memory we have this season of Austin Reaves.
The fact is, though, if you are looking through this from the longevity standpoint, yes, Luka has not been the healthiest player throughout his career, but he's young, and you are going to be optimistic about the man you're giving a gazillion dollars to.
Yeah.
Through the eyes of Rob Pelinka and Mark Walter and JJ Redick, it's in an ideal situation, Luka's the one taking that shot anyway. Reaves was taking that shot because we are banged up. LeBron is in the corner so that Lou Dort can't impact the play, and Austin Reaves is not who's left over, but the best man who will be available to get open to take the shot. Luka's taking that shot 10 times out of 10 in a healthy situation. Going forward, this is going to be a pick-and-roll offense, and the fact is Luka is the best at it, and Austin Reaves is the perfect guy to play off of that. This is just the premium that you pay, and it's important to remember $48.2 million, I think the Lakers can give him over 5 years. That number sounds nuts right now. 2-3 years from now, it won't be a bargain, but it's not going to sound as insane. When Jaylen Brown is making $60 million a year, when Victor Wembanyama signs his contract, he's probably... If Victor Wembanyama asks for $100 million a year, the NBA is going to change the rules so that they can pay him, right?
Give Wemby whatever he wants.
The number sounds insane right now.
Yeah.
It hurts. And when you need to build up depth, when you need to build out a front court, I understand why giving that much money to a guy who did not perform to his expected level in the biggest moment is painful.
Yeah.
But I still stand on the side that to free up money for a front court, it is LeBron who has to take the hit. And that is not fair to LeBron.
It's not.
But that is fair to the Lakers.
Well, so when you're looking at all three guys, right? Luka Doncic, for sure the only safe out of the three that you know is going to be on the Lakers next season.
Right.
And then we're looking at Austin Reaves and LeBron James. Two very different situations, two very different players. And it's hard because when you're looking at the end of the season and how it came to an end of the playoffs, LeBron James is the reason that you won a playoff series. He was the one that took a step back and was the number 3 in order for this team to go on that winning run during that stretch of the season that got the Lakers to where they were. And then when 1 and 2 go down in Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves, who is there to save the day? LeBron James.
It was the 41-year-old man.
I don't know how you can't, in a world, try to bring him back if he wants to come back. However, when we were hearing from Rob Pelinka, we played the sound of Rob talking about LeBron James. But when Rob Pelinka was talking about Austin Reaves during the end of the season presser, there was just a different tone. There was
smiling.
There was excitement. Producer Shay, do we have that? Do we have the Austin Reaves? Let's play that. No? All right. So there was just a completely different vibe where he was excited talking about the future, basically saying we are doing whatever we can to work with his team to make sure that we make this happen.
The biggest difference was when he was talking about Austin Reaves, he was using the present tense.
Yeah.
When he was talking about LeBron James, he was using the past tense. Not that he doesn't want LeBron to come back, but he has, Rob Pelinka has accepted a reality where LeBron is not a Laker next year. He hasn't even begun to consider a world where Austin Reaves is not a Laker next year.
Yeah.
Fair has nothing to do with it, which is the most brutal aspect of professional sports. At the end of the day, it is a business. When we think of LeBron James, the first thing we think about is not how much money he was paid and how much money this or that costs. It's his legacy. And I do fully feel that after what he did for Cleveland, after the Heatles and the championships that he won there and the back-to-back MVPs, I do feel that when we think about LeBron, it'll be two things. When we think about LeBron as a Laker, it'll be two things. The first thing will be the championship. The second thing will be, you know, that 1 year where he was the third option, he was 41 years old, and he put the superhero cape back on and put the team on his back and dominated the Houston Rockets And that, I feel, is his second greatest moment as a Laker. Unfortunately, we can't reward that.
That's his second greatest moment as a Laker?
Behind the championship, I feel when we think back to him as a Laker, for me at least, that was special. A 41-year-old man putting the cape back on, that was special.
I didn't think about it in terms of like ranking what he did with the Lakers. I mean, definitely the championship.
Yeah.
The bubble championship is
Not
at number
only do you
one.
put the cape back on, in back-to-back plays, you set a screen for your son to come off and hit a three, and you throw an alley-oop 30 seconds later.
That
was incredible.
That
I
was
on
like
my
an
feet.
iconic special family moment. Like, never been done, right? That was a
first time.
First time, like
first
father
and son
son
assist on both ends. First father and son assist, and first son and father assist as well.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty cool. And again, it's just going to come down to, like, A, does LeBron, like, want to come back? Yes, I think he does, because he needs a farewell tour. If anyone deserves a farewell tour,
of course,
it is LeBron James. We have so much more to dive into and dissect with the whole Lakers offseason situation, who they're kidding, who they're going to keep. But we're going to be right back. Are the Dodgers back? You're listening to 97.1 The Fan.
From the gridiron to the red carpet, it's the smart way to spend your midday in LA. Brock and Alex on 97.1 The Fan. Broadcasting live from the Odyssey Wilshire Studios in the heart of the city. This is KNX-FM and KCBS HD2 Los Angeles. 97.1 The Fan.
Mike Simpson here with your update from KNX News on 97.1 The Fan. We've got some fire danger today because it's getting warmer and some spots are seeing gusty winds. Spencer Pratt says he'll pack up and leave if he doesn't win the election for LA mayor.
I will be done with trying to live in LA. I will not rebuild if these people are in charge.
Also, will President Trump endorse him? There are reports it's being talked about. Tom Steyer, who's running for governor, was at SoFi today with some of the workers there. They had a rally. They're worried about ICE, immigration enforcement, being brought in for the World Cup games. Buying a house, thinking of a refi? Yeah, those mortgage rates have been going higher again lately. One issue is a lack of inventory.
And the other issue is that material prices have gone up on just about everything.
We're talking affordability all week. Today we're doing daycare. Tomorrow it's car insurance and, of course, the gas prices. And LA Fleet Week kicking off over the next few days. Goes right on through Memorial Day. We've got nonstop news on KNX News 1070 AM, or you can stream us on iHeart or Odyssey.
Save on picnicking must-haves at Whole Foods Market. Get 20% off cut watermelon chunks with Prime through May 26th. Just grab a blanket in this ready-to-enjoy snack and go. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
Not loving your AT&T or T-Mobile bill? Yeah, we've been hearing that a lot. Good news. Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to Verizon and we'll give you a better deal. So get away from that unfortunate phone bill and get to Verizon. Run, ride, canoe. Whatever it takes, we'll be here. Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal on the best network. A better deal. No surprises. That's Verizon. Best network based on root metrics, best overall mobile network performance, U.S. second half 2025. All rights reserved. It must provide a recent consumer mobile bill in the name of the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
We all have someone we love, like the favorite lyric in our favorite song. You can't imagine life without them. Cancer screening tests can help keep the person you love around longer by detecting changes before cancer develops, or catch it early when it may be easier to treat. And many tests are available for free or covered by insurance. It's time to sound like a broken record. Tell all your friends and family, I love you. Get screened. Visit cancer.org/getscreened to learn more.
Missing teeth affect your confidence and the foods you enjoy. At Implants for Life, Dr. E and his team of doctors handle your consultation, imaging, and surgery all in one place. Restore your smile with the Teeth in a Day procedure. Call now and ask about full arch implants starting as low as $250 a month. Call 818-917-4444. That's 818-917-4444 or visit Get Implant.
Get out of the house, much less do a backside 180. That's when I made the call. Sure, some days are better than others, but the whole thing about getting out of the house, that's not really an issue anymore. Mental health care works when you make the call.
See what it can do for you at mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association.
Los Angeles doesn't whisper sports. This city breathes sports.
The Dodgers stand tall.
From Dodger Stadium to Crypto to SoFi. To every sports bar, freeway, and beach across Southern California. You, the fan, are the heartbeat of LA sports. Now, the biggest sports city in America has a voice to match. Introducing 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Live and local. Every take.
The fact that it is LA, perfect timing.
Every rivalry.
LA comes to Boston and wins the world title.
Every win.
Shohei Ohtani, the 50-50 club.
Every heartbreak.
A game-winning home run.
Every moment.
Scores at the buzzer.
On air.
I just want to plant my flag right here.
He's not going to get the pass Kobe got.
On video.
What matters now? Championship or bust.
And in your feed.
The Los Angeles Rams are world champions.
Welcome to 97.1 The Fan.
The impossible has happened.
The new voice of LA sports. LA sports.
As a teacher, I should know the answers, but with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, answers don't come easy. Steroids made my gut feel better, but they brought symptoms of my own. A friend told me about the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and they helped me find a specialist. We talked through the pros and cons and landed on a new treatment. I feel like the guy with answers again. Don't wait. Make sure you have the latest info and the best plan for you. Spill your guts. Learn more at spillyourguts.org.
From the gridiron to the red carpet, it's the smart way to spend your midday in LA. Brock and Alex on 97.1 The Fan.
What's up, LA? Welcome to Brock and Alex on 97.1 The Fan. I'm Alex Curry here with Brock Vareen. Thank you for spending your day with us, whether you're listening to us on the radio, on the Odyssey app, the iHeart app, watching us live on YouTube or Twitch. We appreciate you being here, and we want you to be a part of the conversation, you guys. Make sure you're following us on all socials at The Fan LA, and, you know, slide into our DMs. Get into the comments section on YouTube. We've already had callers on the show every segment. We want to hear from you. We want to know what is up. And what's up right now? Ooh-hoo! Hour 2, baby. Hour 2 of 4. And this is just the beginning. It's the first day of the rest of our lives together.
I love it.
Let me just say that.
I'm loving
We're
it.
about to become besties.
I'm loving it.
Are you ready?
Are you ready to admit the Valley's
better?
better?
Never.
Yeah,
oh
bestie,
my God.
besties, Valley's better.
I didn't mean to say that. Sorry, that was like, that was an uncontrollable. No, I love the Valley. I have so much family in the Valley. If you're wondering why we're having this conversation, we had Evan Lovett on the show where he
How
does.
good was he?
He was hilarious. LA in a Minute, where he just does like different historical facts all around LA. And Evan and Brock are very clearly born and raised Valley guys. And your girl here, born and raised in the South Bay, Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach. So I am like ride or die beach culture. I respect and love people in the Valley. I could never. I need to wake up and I need to see the ocean every single day. I need the breeze. It's way too hot. Like, there's not, like, I need to see water.
But we get
like,
the sun.
I need to see water.
We get the sun at like 2 p.m.
No.
Like 2 p.m. the sun comes out.
No, man, it's beautiful.
You get all that gloom.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Still nice outside, ocean breeze. We're going to have plenty of time.
This is not over.
To debate. And hey, LA, if you're listening, call in. Whose side are you on? And it's not even sides. We love it all. Okay. We love all of LA. And you know what we got this week, LA? We got the Freeway series this past weekend. And I just gotta say, are the Dodgers so back?
Yes.
I mean, everything that they were struggling with the last 2 weeks during the slump, it felt like they turned around and fixed this weekend during the Freeway series. I feel like the Dodgers needed this series. Yep. They needed a moment to to play a team like the Angels, to help them remember who they are, the back-to-back champs. And honestly, it came at the perfect time before they headed down to San Diego because they're playing the Padres, starting that series tonight. And that's the one that really matters because
that's a different team right there.
Well, that's who they're neck and neck with in the NL West. Like these like divisional matchups, it's like 2 games in one, right? Because you win, they lose. Like you're getting another half game or game in between you guys. But back to the Freeway Series. Dodgers swept the Angels, outscored the Angels, you guys, 31-3 over the weekend. And there was a lot of positives that we could take away from what we saw from the Dodgers, like hitting with runners in scoring position. Like heading into this series, I think the Dodgers last week were 5 for 27 with bases loaded. And almost every moment this weekend during the Freeway Series when bases were loading, like they took advantage. Saturday, they scored 5 runs with bases loaded in the 6th inning. Sunday, bases loaded in the 2nd. They brought in 2 runs. And you know what? Like, I'm not mad, if we're going back to the last 2 weeks, that the Dodgers lineup was all struggling at the same time. Because you know what? Get it out of the way now.
May as well have everyone cold at the same time. Yeah.
May as well have it cold. Like this.
Let me pretend that was on purpose.
This is the perfect time to go through a slump, you guys. Like I tell anybody who freaks out when their team is struggling in baseball, 162. 162.
Alex, you're a big sushi fan, right?
So many games. Yeah.
Of course you are. So what always comes, no matter what sushi spot you're at? You get like a little white tray, and what is in there?
You
wasabi.
Got your wasabi. You have your ginger.
Boom. Your pickled ginger. Do you know why pickled ginger is served with sushi?
Because it cleanses your palate.
That's what the Angels are. The Angels are pickled ginger. Yes, they struggle. No. They have an all-timer in Mike Trout. But when you play the Angels, anything that is ailing you typically gets worked out. And the Angels rep Los Angeles. We love them. But right now, it is about a Dodgers World Series. And that is what the Angels provided. Every single thing that was just a stick in their side or a rock in their shoe got ironed out. Not only were they great with getting hits with runners in scoring positions, so many of those rallies were 2-out rallies, which is another thing that they could not really get over that hump. I have absolutely zero concern. Yes, there's some injury ailments that we can get into in a little bit, but right now it is celebrating the fact that the slump is over, and we're looking ahead to a San Diego team that the fact is, as you mentioned, whoever comes out of this series will come out of this series winning the NL West.
Yeah, can I just take a moment out of respect for my Angels family? Because I spent 10 years with the organization, and my heart just feels so sad for Angels fans. Like, it used to be a series. Yeah. Right? Like, even if the Angels were struggling, they would get up for the Freeway Series.
Last year, the Angels won every single game.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
The Dodgers, yeah.
If the Angels, like, even if they're not having a great season, the Freeway Series is always, it's always a match. It's always a game. Right. It's always a really good series. And it was just a sad beatdown this weekend. Like I said, the Dodgers outscored the Angels 31-3. Like, it was, and one of those games was a bullpen game.
Right.
Like, so it just
eight different pitchers came out. Yeah.
And even when you looked out, because I wasn't there, but I was watching the broadcast, like it looked like a Dodgers home game. Like there was so much blue at the Big A, at Angel Stadium, and it makes me feel sad. Like, because it makes me feel sad for Angel fans, and it makes me feel sad for Mike Trout, you guys, because I just hope that he's not the greatest player that we've ever seen that's never going to win a playoff game.
I think you know that. I think you know that answer, Alex.
And I was a part of the team the last time they were in the postseason. That was 2014, and they got swept by Kansas City. Those were the only, like, playoff moments that Mike Trout has ever seen. And he is a generational talent, generational player.
Can I ask you this real quick?
Breaks my heart.
Can I ask you, okay, so as you mentioned, you were in that Angels dugout around that team for a decade, you said, right?
Yeah.
I'm asking this because Dawson asked us earlier about, no, it wasn't Dawson, it was an earlier caller, about the legacy of LeBron James.
Yeah.
If Mike Trout never leaves the Angels and they don't win a playoff game, what is the legacy of Mike Trout, who is as respected a player that baseball has ever seen? But so, I want to hear coming from someone who has been at his home and talked to his family and hung around everyone.
Yeah.
Like what is the Mike Trout legacy, and is he cognizant or care that the playoff column is empty right now?
Oh, I'm sure he does. Like, he is a like, this man loves the game, and he is so good. And he deserves to be playing in postseason baseball. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Right.
Multiple MVP. Like, it just, like, he was the face of the league for years. It's just, if he wants to win a playoff game, he's probably going to have to go to another team. And he is so loyal. Like, and that's like one of his great traits that I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know if we're going to see it. And it just, it breaks my heart.
If we got, as we sit here right now, say Mike Trout gives us 8 more seasons, how confident are you that all 8 of those would be in an Angels uniform?
Half.
Okay.
I would say half. You're listening to Brock and Alex right now on 97.1 The Fan. And guys, we want to hear from you. So you can call us at 855-97-LA-FAN, 855-975-2326. We're talking about the Freeway Series and how it used to be a really fun and competitive series. But after what we saw this weekend, the Dodgers just going down to the Big A and just absolutely owning the Angels. Like, everything kind of came back to the Dodgers. Brock compared them to, like, when you go get sushi and they give you the
Pickled
ginger. They were kind of like their palate cleanser. It was like, okay, guys, we got that out of the way. We might not have liked that last bite of sushi. Let's have some ginger. And now we are right back. Let's remember who we are.
Right.
We are the back-to-back World Series champs. And like I mentioned, like, the bats woke up.
Yeah.
Like, everybody kind of woke up at the same time, and it's exactly what they needed, because the whole Dodgers lineup, besides like Max Muncy, was struggling the last few weeks. And we saw Kyle Tucker, Teo, Shohei Ohtani.
Miggy got hot there.
Yeah, Miggy, like, everyone got hot, and it's exactly what they need. Ohtani was finally hitting the ball better.
Right.
He said after the game he was seeing the strike zone better, which, like, you have to remember, even the best of the best, like the current, I'm going to call him greatest of all time, because we've never seen anybody like Shohei Ohtani, you guys. Like, there's times where you're just not seeing, your timing's off. You're not seeing the ball well. And then there's moments where you're just seeing beach balls. And then that's where you're like, how are they literally hitting every single pitch I'm throwing? It's like, because they're just so locked in. And I think he finally got back to that moment.
Yeah, from top to bottom.
Yeah.
You're reliable superstar bats like Shohei, consistent guys like Will Smith, and even the newer faces like Mookie, who in the one game that he played got a hit in his first at-bat. That was incredible to see. Even guys like Hae-Sung Kim, who may or may not be a placeholder until Tommy Edman or Kike gets healthy. Like, every single player was ready to rock and ready to roll. And it does a ton going into this Padres series that is going to be a whole different dynamic. But just a big sigh of relief from every Dodger fan. Okay, this is the team that can go and win a World Series. What happened for most of April, not worried about that.
No.
They are back and ready to rock, and they know the stakes of this upcoming series that starts tonight.
No, and honestly, I think the most important takeaway from this weekend was Roki Sasaki.
Yes.
Like, Roki Sasaki, you guys, had the best start of his Major League Baseball career. Set new career high with 7 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts. Just, like, his stuff was nasty. His command was there. His walk rate was down. He wasn't giving away as many hits. He was throwing his splitter for strikes. He was throwing his forkball for strikes. Like, he was trusting his stuff. He looked confident on the mound. And you know, the first thing he says, like, in the post-game interview, was how great of a game Dalton Rushing called behind the plate. It's just like the respect from all of these Japanese players and pitchers is just top notch. But, like, that's also something you have to remember. Like, you have to be patient with these Japanese pitchers. It's a different game when they come to the States. Like, in Major League Baseball, the mound is different. The feel of the ball is different. And you got to give these guys time to adjust. Thankfully, I think for like Roki Sasaki, Yamamoto, coming to a team like the Dodgers where they had Shohei Ohtani, who already went through it for years, was such an advantage for them and kind of fast-tracked where they needed to be. And it even took time with both of them. Like, it took time with Shohei Ohtani. I don't know if anyone remembers his first season with the Angels in spring training. Everyone was like, are you sure
this is the guy? You guys?
Like, are we sure he's for real? And it was like, just be patient, you guys. They're in a new country with a new language. It's the same game, but it's different. And the fact that we got to see Roki Sasaki just absolutely control the game the way he did, that was my biggest takeaway from the Freeway Series.
His game yesterday, I feel, will end up being a turning point in his career, because Roki comes over and he's crazy young, and people are asking Dave Roberts, are you sure? He's young. He's so green. Are you sure? And remember that very first start as a Dodger, gets yanked early and is emotional in the dugout and is crying. And a lot of people, they didn't move on from him, but they were like, I think he's too young. Yes, he's a prodigy. He has the fastball, the splitter, the nasty fork, and a slider. But are you sure this moment isn't too big for him? They move him to the bullpen, and to his credit, in the Philly series and the NLDS, they do not win that series without him. And the two appearances he makes,
he became our closer.
Yes, yeah,
he became our closer.
In the 2 games he appeared against Toronto was fantastic, and it was okay. He's a bullpen guy, right? And Dave Roberts throws him back out there. Had an awful spring training. Couldn't control the baseball, and it's okay. He's been a prodigy for a while now. Is he ever going to be the guy? I truly feel that yesterday was a step in the right direction. The biggest stat for me was 0 walks. That has been his issue the whole time.
Huge.
Controlling the ball, and I hope that yesterday's performance can give him confidence going forward. Like, okay, I'm here now, and I'm confident, and you're going to see the best version of me going forward.
I think so, too. And we want to hear from ULA. You're listening to Brock and Alex on 97.1 The Fan. Make sure you're following us on all socials at The Fan LA. You can watch us live on YouTube and Twitch and get in the comment section. And we're actually going to go to the comment section right now. Producer Shay, what are the fans saying? I can't hear you. Can you hear Shay?
They're talking a whole lot right now.
Okay, let's go. What are they saying?
They're saying a whole lot, and if anything, they're saying so much that I didn't even turn my mic on, because I literally the last 10 minutes, it's just either been Roki didn't cry. Someone was cutting onions in the dugout.
Oh yes.
That comes from Ruben Flores.
Of course, Ruben.
Love it. Standing up for Roki. Also, like, it's okay to cry, you guys. Show emotion. Have you not seen all the memes of Ohtani? That man wears his emotions on his face.
Baseball's life.
I want that.
My apologies, Ruben. I forgot that they were making omelets that day, and all the onions were out. That's right.
Daniel Ariola says the Dodgers will take the series against the Madres.
Yeah. Well, you know why? Because the Dodgers are San Diego's Padres. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm so embarrassed how long it took for me to get that. When you said that. That's so embarrassing.
What else we got, Shay?
And then Aunt Esther says Angels are like slump busters.
Aww,
there you go.
It breaks my heart, you guys.
I like that nickname, though.
Slump busters? Yeah.
Call the Angels, though.
Yeah, who you gonna call?
Slump busters.
Slump busters.
Make a little song out of it.
I don't even like saying that, because you guys, my heart, I love the Angels so much, like part of the family. Again, if you don't know, I was Angels sideline reporter for 10 years, which is why I have such a deep connection to them. Born and raised with season tickets to the Dodgers. I am a rare breed, you guys, here in LA, and I know that, and I'm okay with that. Hate on me all you want, but like, the Dodgers raised me, and then the Angels were my first job out of college, and I have so much respect for both organizations. So when the Freeway Series happens, like, I want to see a great game.
Right.
That's all I want to see. Like, and we used to get that. This was not that this weekend. This was
30-4 run differential, I believe, over the 3 games. Is that what it was?
31-3. I gotta find it up here. 31-3
is the run differential over 3 games.
Yeah, Dodgers. Yeah, outscored the Angels 31-3.
Dodgers could do better.
Dodgers could do better. Dude, no, that was like, you guys.
It's difficult because the Angels deserve great things. Any Angels fan, I place my hand on their shoulder and say, you are a warrior because you've been through so much. I was
going to say it's going to be okay. I was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know if you can go there.
I make no promises about the future, but you know they are a diehard fan. And catching an Angels game is a fun experience. I'm not necessarily trying to compare and contrast to the Dodgers, but it is there's something missing, and it's been missing for so long. You just want to wonder, when will it ever get there? Because it's being a 90s kid, I have memories of the Angels being a fun game. The old school logo, the
California Angels, they were
Navy
the OG.
A with the wing through, like it was
Angels
a legendary
in the outfield.
And
Tim Salmon, Garrett Anderson, rest in peace.
Yes,
like
it kills me that anyone under the age of 25 has no memory.
No idea
of the Angels playing decent baseball.
When I got there, it was incredible. I got there, like my first season with the Angels was Mike Trout's rookie season.
Great time.
It's also the first year that they had Albert Pujols.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a star-studded roster, and it was so much fun. And it was my introduction into like, oh, we're actually like winning. They won the AL West in 2014, and like I got that last taste of Angels playoff experience. So it's brutal. But again, you guys, with the Dodgers, like with all the good, you're also gonna get some sad. You're also gonna get some bad news. And you guys, this is another reason why you can never have enough pitchers. Like, be rich in pitchers if you're gonna be rich in any position in baseball, because the Dodgers were loaded with arms, and now they have another one joining the IL waiting room.
Can I ask you something?
What?
What is a loose body?
Yeah.
If I hear the phrase loose body one more time, I'm gonna.
Blake Snell has been added to the Dodgers pitching concern. He's scheduled to have surgery tomorrow on his left elbow, and the procedure is to remove loose bodies. You guys, up until the Edwin Diaz, like loose bodies in his elbow, I had never even heard.
And I'm already sick of it.
I've never even heard this injury be described like this. So then we started asking. We're like, what is loose body?
I mean,
literally, like that was my first reaction when this came out. I'm like, WTF is a loose body, because it sounds terrifying. In your elbow, loose bodies,
bone
just
fragments on the loose, up to no good,
like,
causing havoc.
What is happening? I don't know.
So a very, very simplified version is bone spurs, where you have trauma in a certain joint or a bone, and your bone starts to grow these little, I guess we'll call them spikes, right? And they hurt when you bend or straighten or something like that, and your bones are rubbing against each other.
How does that happen?
That I don't know.
Okay.
But I know that loose bodies are when the bone spurs break off, and now they're just floating around and can get caught in even more dangerous places. So when they say that Blake Snell is going to have surgery and is expected back not only sooner than Edwin Diaz, who was put on with, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, dude, take your time. That sounds terrifying, to have random things floating around that can get stuck into it. But that's to answer your question as far as what a loose body is. But I'm so sick of the phrase, and it is scary. But as you mentioned, to kick this thing off, that's why you have depth. That's why you spend money. And credit to the Dodgers staff for having guys who are ready to hop up there at a moment's notice, sometimes 12 hours notice, and handling their own for an inning or two.
That's what you got to do. But like, so I went down like Blake Snell's like injury history.
It's kind of long.
He had this back in 2019.
Yeah.
He had loose bodies in his left elbow, missed a bunch of the second half of the season, had surgery to remove the loose bodies from his elbow. Mm-hmm. It just kind of feels like it's the beginning of not a great situation when you're hearing loose bodies.
There is that TJ word that is kryptonite against all pitchers that no one wants to say.
No one wants to mention it. Even like, it's funny because like Shohei Ohtani, right? Mm-hmm. He had his second surgery.
That was not Tommy John.
The non-Tommy John Tommy John surgery, you guys. It was still a UCL tear, but a different part of the UCL, so they were referring to it a little different.
They refused to say it was Tommy
You know
John.
what?
I'm going to respect it.
If that makes you feel better and we're getting a Cy Young type of Shohei Ohtani this season, call it whatever you want to call it. I don't really care, but like deep down we know what it is. So it's just, the Dodgers IL is growing. Right now, obviously, current rotation is being held together by Yamamoto, Ohtani, Sasaki, Roblensky, Sheehan, while Glasnow, Snell, Stone are all unavailable on the IL. You got, obviously, like their big pickup this offseason in Edwin Diaz, Bobby Miller.
And a handful of names that we haven't even seen yet this season because they missed spring training and everything. It is testing. A big shout out though to pitching coach Mark Pryor and assistant Connor McGinnis, who have handled this fantastically. As I mentioned, no matter what happens, they have an arm that is ready to go. And over the past week and a half, we have seen so many guys not just make their Dodger debut, but make like their third MLB game ever, and you're standing on the bump for the Dodgers in the middle of a slump, and they're handling their own. Credit to the staff for getting these young guys ready.
Let's go. All right, you're listening to Brock and Alex on 97.1 The Fan. We're going to take a quick break here, and we're going to talk some football because we had schedule releases
you don't say.
At the end of last week, and the Rams got a couple big primetime games, but is it a good thing or a bad thing? We'll be right back with more on 97.1 The Fan.
For the longest time, it was hard for me to even get out of the house, much less do a backside 180.
Nine 975-2326. We're taking your calls today, you guys, because this show is all about you as much as it is about us, and we are having a time. We've already talked a lot about the Lakers' future. Does it include all three of the guys? Is it Luka? Is it Austin? Is it just, you're playing the Angels? We're going to find out tonight when they kick off the series down in San Diego against the Padres. But the end of last week, the NFL has done such an incredible job of making every moment a must-see moment. And
the schedule release videos have become almost like movie premieres.
It's a holiday
for every NFL team's social media team, which is so fun, especially since the Chargers kind of like really set the tone and set the standard. I got to be honest here. I'm not a gamer, so Halo didn't really hit as hard with me this year as the last few did. I understand just because like I've seen other people play, but it just, I don't know it. They posted videos of what like the editing looked like, and like shout out to that entire team because that was insane.
No joke.
Rams were cute too. They both kind of took a little jab at each other. Which I love, subtle. Like the Rams kind of like put out little different things for everyone they played, and they put out a certificate for the Chargers for best schedule release video. And while they did that, they had their Super Bowl rings on. So it was like a subtle little like, you're the best at the videos. We're the best at winning the Super Bowl. So I was like
I love the
nice
extra
little
jabs because they actually play each other.
And they were doing like best friends style.
They did the Step Brothers photo together. That was great.
Like that was really funny and cute because it's everything and more that I thought their relationship was going to be and hoping it was going to be. I was like, it's got to be.
Two dorks just grilling
in the
steaks
best
and
way,
playing
though.
football.
In
It's
the best
best
way. Like, those are the two quarterbacks, if there were any in the entire league, you never have to worry